And today, we're flying into New York. We're going to clean up the neighborhood. It's Death Wish 3. Let's go.
We might have to clean up the table here already. My Lord.
So many vigilantes.
I think that's the earliest edit you'll ever have to do.
That was unexpected.
Unexpected.
Totally unexpected.
Yeah, I didn't expect it either.
Well, welcome in.
This movie
I'm glad-
brings something out in me.
I'm glad we're flying in and not taking the bus in.
Some kind of primal fury. It seems like you came through here with the fury of 1,000 storms.
did.
ready to
He
talk
really
about
did.
this.
I was listening to some rock and roll before I came in.
Just to get in the mood.
Just to get in the mood.
Death metal.
Yeah.
Got
respect
him mad.
More like 80s funk, whatever that music was in this movie.
There was no music in this movie.
There was a synth
You mean the-
punk.
Just at the beginning.
That's right.
It's a banging song at the beginning.
Ridiculous.
But
Well,
It said the music was Jimmy Page, like
Yeah.
Jimmy Page.
did Jimmy
I
Page?
saw that.
Really? Jimmy Page?
Really?
all right, that's crazy.
That's kind of going off genre for him.
But it's a common name. Jimmy probably had lots of nieces and
what I-
nephews. Could have been another
can't
Jimmy
possibly
Page.
be the real
Could have was.
Jimmy
Could have
Page.
was.
Anyway, welcome in, everybody. We've got the dirt farmer, Clint Bush, in the house.
What's up, James?
How's it going, man?
Fantastic. I can't wait to get in on this one.
This is going to be good.
I'm subbing for somebody, aren't I?
You
I had
are.
a quitter.
Yeah, who was? Dave. It was Dave.
That's
Oh,
right.
well.
Dave
Yeah.
didn't quit. Dave had a double booking.
He did. So,
So this is not Dave's fault. I'm helping him out.
Dave.
Thank
Perfect.
you.
And I missed the opportunity.
Thank you.
Dave's not here, man.
The kids' table.
The mayor is here, though, Ryan.
I
Miller.
am here. I've been traveling a lot. I don't know if we got time for a couple stories.
I mean, dude,
Mayor's been out there. Like,
I feel like I haven't seen you here at this
Yeah,
table
you
in
have
a
been.
while.
it's been a while.
Also, Chuck is here back in the house.
I'm back.
Welcome in, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I should say, this dawned on me the other day. This is the Iron Eagle crew here.
Yes,
at
it
the
is.
table.
It
Great.
is.
Look at
Yes,
this.
it is.
So
Yeah, that's
perfect.
exciting.
But the crew is not complete. We have two very special guests over at the
do.
kids table. You've already heard from Mel. Mel, got a day off from the shoe store. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm
You
great.
know, you guys, when I popped in last week and you said you were doing this, I had to be here for it.
Yeah, I'm happy you're here, dude. It's been
Yeah.
a minute since you've been
So-
on a BMR episode.
Favorite movie as a kid. One of
Really?
one of
Well,
the big ones.
Nice.
Actually explains so much.
I understand now.
And then all the way from Texas,
Yeah.
we've got here our Jack Dean Memorial
Memorial
sign.
sign.
He came
That's
in
right.
himself in person. Jack Dean is here. Welcome, everybody.
Howdy, y'all.
Hey,
This whole thing is my fault that y'all are watching.
Did you get lost?
Ownership. I love it.
the man, full Dudikoff. Well, he's full Dudikoff many movies, but he picked Death Wish 3 and then said, you know what, I'm going to show up and do my awards in person.
Very nice.
It's about time somebody full duty coughs some good high-end cinema.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, somebody full Dudikoff Super Mario Brothers. That was
Yeah,
good.
that's what I said. I said what I said.
So I think this is pick number 5.
Yes.
I think we are 4 out of 5 for canon movies so far.
Yeah.
And
And
the,
you got one
the next
coming
one's going to be a canon movie too. So
It's guaranteed because he basically is giving his pick to the poll. So he's setting up 6 canon movies for the BMR poll.
Nice.
In August, I think. Right?
yeah, I think
Yeah,
we decided on
the August poll. And so I can't wait for that because I think I know it's going to win, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
It's all bangers.
That's
though.
a tease.
It's going to be a solid poll.
That's a little
It's going to be
tease.
fantastic. So I'm thrilled. We got a full house, 6 people in here today for Death Wish 3. We're going to get straight into the vitals today. And this movie, this is one of those movies we probably don't have to explain how it qualifies, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay?
Someone will complain and say,
right.
"This is my favorite movie. Why is it on this show?"
Michael Winner was the director of Death Wish 3. Same guy that directed Death Wish 1 and 2. And not a super great person from
yeah, some issues.
what people have said that have worked with him. I'm sure we'll get into that as we talk through the movie. Movie was written by Don Jacoby. I'm going to say Jacoby, maybe?
Jacoby,
so
Jacoby.
We'll go with Jacoby.
Jacoby, cool.
Sure.
Currently sits at a 5.8, right at the Air America line of demarcation. 5.8 on IMDb, and here's where it really gets bad. Over on Rotten Tomatoes, 15% critics.
I could see where the critics would be down on this because
Ouch.
they're always wrong anyway.
Right, so to
Right.
you, they were
Right,
you
so
expected a higher,
85.
right.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And the 53% audience score, so just
Okay,
more
I
than
can see
half.
that.
That's probably fair.
Yeah.
That's probably
Like,
legit,
If it's a
yeah.
5.8 on IMDb, that's probably about right for Rotten Tomatoes.
All right, so I'm expecting a 3-3 split in this room then if there's 6 of us. And
Yeah.
53%
Sounds right.
That'd be right.
audience score.
If I had to go around the room, if we all penciled down our 3. I bet you I get them.
You think you know who's who?
Well,
That's what he does.
We'll see.
He consulted the crystal ball before he even came here. It's not fair.
they're not crystal, but they.
Oh, okay.
Well, if
Little fleshy.
hopefully, if you've seen this movie, and I don't know why you'd be listening to this if you haven't, but you'll enjoy this episode maybe more than the 47% of people that didn't like this one.
Right.
Thank you guys for listening. If you want to reach out to the show, you can do that at thisshowIstrash@gmail.com. We'll answer you on one of our mailbag segments, or you can call. Leave us a voicemail, 262-757-8567. Leave a voicemail, or spend hundreds of dollars, buy a plane ticket, come sit at the kids' table like Jack has done over here today. And look, if you want a little bit more of BMR, if you're like, man, I want to hear him do Death Wish 1. We haven't done that one yet, but if we did, it'd have to be on Good Movies
Yes, it
Rule
would.
because it
Right.
didn't qualify to be on this show. So join us on Patreon, patreon.com/badmoviesrule. And we got all kinds of bonus shows on there. Trashterpiece Theater, Cartoon Clubhouse, Good Movies Rule, and more coming down the pipe. And so it also helps us keep this show going, and we appreciate everybody like Jack, who has full Dudikoff and supported the show for a long time. All right, we're going to get into our scene by scene, but right now we're going to take a break and pay some bills. Here we go, boys.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Get into this.
We're taking a bus. Well, no, this is.
He
should
flew
say
in,
this first
right?
of all.
No, yeah, you're right.
He's on a
It's
bus.
all
It's on the
striped
bus.
I feel like I have to do a little bit of setup because we're jumping into a third movie here.
Right.
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 Okay.
I mean, do I need to explain why we're starting on the third one?
Jack, feel free because
So
I
the
think
first
people
one,
need to know.
it doesn't qualify. Like, it's a legit, pretty good movie, and it's not a canon movie. It was some other film company did it.
Which is why it was good.
Yeah, and so Canon used to do this thing where they would just make fake trailers for movies that they were thinking about making,
Yeah.
and a lot of times they didn't own the IP of the stuff that they were. And so one of the ones they made was a Death Wish 2 trailer, and they didn't own the rights to Death Wish. And so the company from the original one wasn't interested in any sequels, and so they kind of strong-armed them into buying it for like $500,000.
Oh.
And then it took Charles Bronson didn't even want to do it. He was not interested.
I get
he
that.
thought the first one.
I could understand.
He thought the first one like kind of
Did its job.
it.
He should have probably gone with that instinct.
So they
Your gut, guys. Always trust your
He should
gut.
have because
We
he's
could
in up
have made
through
a
what,
brand new
5?
vigilante. Like we could have had Wish.com Charles Bronson come out of this.
We should have by all rights.
Could have gone a whole different direction. Life Wish 1.
so they threw a whole big bag of money at him, and so now they're like $2 million into this whole deal, and they don't even have a script.
That's crazy.
And so the second one solidly qualifies, but it's really heavy on the sexual assault stuff.
It
like,
is.
Yeah, there's been some pretty notable people as the creeps. So Jeff Goldblum is one of the guys.
Yeah, I saw
in the
him
original
too
one.
in there.
In the first one,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then in the second one, Lawrence Fishburne is one of them, and then our favorite Thomas F. Duffy,
Yes.
Yeah.
Varsity Blues, and
Yes.
Lost World is one of them.
Oh, that guy. That poor man.
And so, anyways, we just skipped over that one. Like, I think it popped up on a poll last year, and I think
Right.
me and Mike Harding both messaged you and was like, "Hey, if this wins, you're gonna have to skip it and go straight to Death Wish 3 because it's
Yeah,
not gonna make a good episode."
did Canon make 2 or did they start with 3?
No, they started with 2.
Okay.
Michael Winter came back on for 2. And that's how Jimmy Page got roped into doing the music for this because he's like neighbors with Michael Winter, I think. And when once Led Zeppelin broke up, he didn't have anything going on, and
Well-
he was like, "Hey, can you just?"
Look, here's the problem,
some noise.
Jack. With
Do some music
no
to it?
disrespect to Jimmy Page, but this soundtrack sounds like if I had my neighbor do the soundtrack to.
Yeah,
this
it's
movie,
it's
Your neighbor could
any
be
of us
really
with
good
a,
at
with like a synth board could just go banging
Yeah,
around keys
for sure.
I
and-
actually thought I wrote down 80s synth funky 80s synth music. It's
I
like
thought
when
I
you push
heard-
the keyboard and it says spunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly what it is. You just decimated my
yeah,
ninja
I'm
arm.
sorry. I hit my knee on the thing. It has to look. You're like a
like-
child. Look at this.
There's like 3 men standing here.
You did more damage there than all of the American Ninja movies.
Seriously. I can't believe it. I spent all of 30 seconds setting that up.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Why do you have door ninjas next to stair ninjas?
Yeah,
That's
come
what
on.
I want to know.
Wait, there's different ninjas?
You go
You didn't know the colors
because you
matter?
He
open a
hasn't
door
watched-
and go down the stairs.
I
That's
hasn't
why.
watched those
I
movies.
was looking a little bit. They have different stances, but
Yeah. So the yellow ones guard the stairs. I
is
think
this from?
it's been a while.
Yeah,
American
it's been a
American
while.
Ninja.
They all come out of a barrel.
been a
That's
while
how we
since
ship
I've seen
them
American
places.
All right. Jeff Ninja sent us that barrel of ninjas because he himself was born and raised in a barrel.
He was.
All right, let's get to the actual movie. Let's do that. How about
All right.
that?
Well, let's go.
So to just basically lay out the plot. In the first one, his wife and daughter are killed by some hooligans and assaulted and all that. And so basically he becomes a vigilante. He makes himself bait to go out and hopefully get mugged so he can shoot the muggers.
Right.
And he becomes a very famous, vigilante. It's in the news. It's all that. And then I think number 2 is more of the same.
Yeah, the daughter doesn't actually die in the first one. She's like traumatized.
Oh, that's right.
And so she gets attacked again in the second one in a really awful way. And then she, escaping those people, ejects herself out of the second-story window of a building and lands on a wrought iron fence. It's pretty terrible.
Oh,
Cool.
that's good.
Yeah, that was rough. That was probably the roughest part of that movie.
Glad we skipped that.
Yep.
And now we're here.
I feel like we've lived it.
He went to L.A., I think, in the second one, right? And now this one he is. So now here we are. We've caught up, and we are on a bus back to New York. Old man riding a bus.
Trailways.
Vigilante. We
you guys
know.
remember Trailways? I remember Trailways.
5 minutes later,
I was a Greyhound man myself.
still riding a bus.
Yeah.
Is this a long
10 minutes later,
a lot of shoe
Forever.
leather
finally
here.
at the bus
Forever.
station.
Bus leather?
It's legit 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Like
It felt like 10 minutes.
A lot
It
of
did.
bus riding.
Yeah. I don't care how slappy a bass track you try to put on this. It's an old man riding a bus.
It is. Yeah.
It can only be so exciting.
Well, they had to really establish they were in New York because they filmed all the rest of the movie in,
Yes.
I think in South London. So
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they did. And I was wondering where this neighborhood they film in because every other
I
lot
know.
is bombed out. It's like,
Right.
did they shoot this in the neighborhood that the Germans bombed and they just never rebuilt it, or where the hell? is
Pretty
this?
much.
In
Yeah.
the 70s, there were a lot of riots with like, what's that big car company they have over there that made all those crappy
Jaguar?
cars? No.
All the
Land Rover.
crappy cars.
Leyland automobiles.
Yeah, British
and all
Leyland,
the
yeah.
British Leyland. They were always going on strikes. They probably burned a lot of stuff.
And they just never put it back together.
Well, now we have a film industry. We can make crappy post-apocalyptic, almost type movies.
Don't anybody change a thing. We need to shoot Death
Yeah.
Wish 3.
That's right. Bronson coming
Death
in.
Wish 4 gets here.
Come on. Wait till Bronson
How
gets
much of
off.
this can we blow up and still have more Death Wish sequels?
Gosh.
I kept looking for like what was the more British-looking buildings. They did a pretty good job of hiding it, I think.
Do buildings look different?
Because some looked.
Yeah,
I was
for
like,
sure.
which
Stonework.
Old West set did they roll down to bomb that one?
Yeah, really.
I don't know. I just figured it was a set. I mean, it looked almost
looked like a set.
right?
Yeah.
As opposed to an actual place. We see this neighborhood with this apartment building. It's got a lot of old people living in it, and the neighborhood is in rough shape.
Right.
Yeah.
Rubble.
rough
Like straight
Like
up.
literally, but then
Yeah.
also the people that populate the
For
neighborhood.
sure, yeah.
Outside of this one building, like every upstanding citizen lives in the same building, and every other building is like a hollowed out husk of crackheads and gang members.
Yep.
and
This is the
everything
only
else.
building they built interior walls in.
It's like, guys, you're the last building. It's time to leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, we know they have buses.
Yeah.
Right? Minimum there's a bus station. But let's start beyond here. We got this vigilante hopping off the bus at the bus station.
Yeah.
There's a rape happening right behind him on the street. Walks by it, ignores it. Doesn't
Yeah.
Oh, he's-
freaking matter. He hits the phone, calls his buddy, doesn't answer,
Yeah.
hitches a cab and
I mean,
rides
every
over there.
vigilante can't take care of
Skips.
everybody.
He's there to
forget
see
about
his
it.
friend.
She's like, "Oh, lady, I'd love to help you, but
Sorry, I'm
my day off.
not working today.
Ooh, yesterday you guys would be so screwed.
Charlie is his buddy that he's going to see, and Charlie's apartment gets raided by the
Bill and Ted.
These dudes must have
Briefs.
like
The
been.
Giggler.
They never say the gang name is. There's never.
There's
a name.
not. You know what I call them? I call them the mathlete rejects because they had the not equal to sign tattooed on their foreheads.
I was calling them the Apple Dumpster Gang.
Yeah, that too.
It's bad.
And their
really bad
leader
at being
had
a
the
gang.
what?
They're really bad at being a gang.
Yeah,
they're
they're terrible.
Yeah.
Their leader ends up with like a road stripe on his head to
What
keep
was-
the lice
what
going
was
in the
that
right
reverse
direction on his
mohawk
head.
That guy had. That was the dumbest
That
thing.
was sick. What are you guys
that was
talking about? It was one of the coolest things in this
Those were
movie.
his avatar tats, bro.
Come on, bro.
He never reached the gang leader avatar state where it all lights up and stuff.
So is he the last crack bender?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, man.
That's it. He never got that far. They do have Bill S. Preston Esquire in their gang, and that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and he
Alex
lives the
Winters
whole
there.
movie.
Yeah,
He
pretty much.
hated
he was there the whole movie.
thing.
Yeah,
This would also be not a movie to talk to Alex Winter about.
probably not.
No. He walked. So somebody, or not somebody, it's Giggler, it's Bill S. Preston Esquire, and somebody else go into Charlie's apartment, and they're like, "Give me the money."
Yeah.
It, I'm like, bro, look where I live. Like,
If I had money, I'd have moved.
I would not be here. You're going to rob these people.
You think I got money?
Everyone that had money to leave, I think they even say this in the movie, everyone that had money to leave is gone.
You see his chair here?
Yeah.
I brought this back from the war.
Right.
You think I got money?
And these guys are the crappiest robbers of all time because all of his war medals and stuff are still hanging on
Yeah.
prominently displayed and stuff.
Right.
That stuff goes at the
And they
pawn shop.
cut
I'm not
his
saying you should
chair
do that.
open for like he's hiding the money in that old crappy chair?
No, if I had chair money, I'd be on a taxi cab to a different neighborhood.
Exactly.
I would not be stuffing it in my chair. Be like, well, I'm just going to wait. We'll just see how this plays out and see if the neighborhood gets any better.
I bought really low. I want to see how high this thing can get.
I can't sell now.
He's at like year 2
I'm
of
invested.
Bitcoin, right? He's already seen a little blip. It's like it was up a little and now it's
where it
back
is.
down in the pennies.
Oh, my gosh.
If you waited, another 20 years, that'd be worth millions of dollars.
This is such a common occurrence to them that Bill Preston is sleeping on the couch
Yes.
while they're murdering.
This was a line.
Yeah.
Stay awake while we're killing this guy.
Awake while we're-
That's a legit line.
if Charlie knew that,
Wait, what?
and this is the other problem I have with this. Okay, so Charlie and Paul supposedly fought in the war together. They're all buds, the Korean War, whatever. If he knew Paul Kersey and then knew his background and what he did, he should have called him a long time ago.
Yeah, he should have.
Right.
Well, maybe it just got bad like the last week.
Does this look like?
Maybe they're just like, oh man, these kids have really got it.
was
The cocaine
Bernie.
crisis,
Right.
crack crisis hit. They all went bananas.
You're right. A week ago, that
That was-
bombed out
no.
building was a sunglass hut, and, it
Yeah.
looked, and it looked great.
Yeah.
And now-
Just selling Oakleys.
Yeah.
Like
and now it's destroyed.
Then those crazy kids started
stealing the Oakleys, and
middle
there you
shaved
go.
headman
It's-
comes in and says, "Hey, you guys got to try this new drug. It's called crack. And when you
That's why-
take it, the whole world is a cartoon.
That's why he's got a big old butt crack down the
Yeah.
middle of his head.
Yeah, there it is.
That's it.
yeah.
He's the
That's
crack
right.
man.
Yeah.
And so they start taking crack, and they go from like kind of hoodlums, doing a little
like
this
you
and that, to
can't-
like losing their freaking minds to go crazy all the time.
You just fixed the movie.
You did.
Yep.
It's perfect now.
Yeah.
Why you made Basket Case better? Now you're making Death Wish 3 better. It's amazing.
That's not my intention.
I know, but you're doing it. Too late, because it's happening. All right. So
I mean, you're starting with material that is only building material, though, right?
That is true.
Yeah.
I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
it's like this puzzle I'm trying to create here in my mind with these ninja dudes.
now that was on
I
purpose.
feel like this might be a futile effort.
That's
Although it
not
could be
cool.
battle damage.
Could
Oh,
be. There you
no.
go. Perfect. All right. So Paul does eventually get upstairs to find Charlie, who.
Okay, I have a major problem with this scene.
Let's go.
He's got his 2 bags.
Yeah.
The door's open.
Yeah.
He walks as if he doesn't know where Charlie lives.
He's walking past.
He's walking
Yeah.
past. He's like, oh, the door's open. I wonder who's in here. Oh, this is
Oh,
Charlie's
that's the
room.
right number.
What the hell, dude? What is going
So-
on? And this is the beginning of many, 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 many scenes like this, where it's like, what is going on? What is the direction of this movie?
You mean he walked through every open door? Like he walked in the open door, walked through the first floor, second floor, third floor, and just walked in the next open door, and it happened to be Charlie's
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
He just kept walking in
Just
open
kept, like,
doors.
I guess Charlie's in this building.
Yeah, he's in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie. Oh no,
Charlie, you're hurt.
you're dead. Take care of my things until I
Care of
get
my
back.
things.
So you get back,
Yep.
Charlie. You'll be
Yeah.
long dead.
What did he
Then
mean
he's-
by that?
Then he's instantly dead.
Yeah.
Done.
The second he dies, the cops bust through the door.
Seriously,
Yeah.
what is
The-
that all
the
about? Those
cops
cops
bust
are
through
using
the
crack
door.
too.
Well, that's because
And then
they.
rough him the hell up, like
Seriously,
legit straight.
You're the guy. Like,
This
wait a
guy
minute.
totally did it. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he had the lady call the cops, though. She said, should I call the cops? The old lady before.
Okay,
Yeah.
but Ryan, how many calls to 911 do you think come out of this neighborhood daily?
All the calls.
All of them. They don't show up for crap.
No.
They've
No, well,
never.
they just
the
knew.
whole movie they don't show up.
They knew Paul Kersey was in town, so they're like, oh, shit, we better
yeah.
It's the
go. We
one
got to
time.
show up.
There's something sort of about that, yeah.
And then they're just beating him up, and you're like, you just look at this crime scene. There's no way one guy did this. Plus, Bronson doesn't have any wounds. He doesn't have anything. He beat the crap out of this dude.
They didn't even look at the
They
crime
didn't even
scene.
look at
No.
the crime
They were
scene.
1.5 seconds. They had him in cuffs and like, this guy killed
This guy's
him.
dead.
And then you're like, that's bad. And then it gets worse. They're in the they're in the precinct and they're beating the crap out of
Yeah.
the chair.
Whoa, you like your constitutional rights being violated? Good, because that's our favorite thing to do.
We don't do that here. What Constitution? We piss on it in this precinct.
Ridiculous.
Who wrote this script?
His name is Don Jacoby.
I think the hate from the hate for the Constitution came from being in England. I think.
And then the other line
Yeah.
that really pissed me off.
Yeah.
Was he's like, "There's no bail for this one." I'm like, I'm pretty positive cops don't decide bail.
Right.
That's not
what I
how this
thought, too.
works.
That's right. The police captain's like, go ahead and set his bail at doesn't exist.
Yeah,
I'm like,
because we're not doing that here. This is my precinct.
And so I wrote a note to myself right here. I said, at this point in this film, I realized that
At this point, you
movie
turned it off
is
and went to bed. That's what I thought.
should've.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
I would have probably been more entertained than I am in this movie. At this point, I realized this is sort of a live-action cartoon of like violence, stupidity.
Yeah.
Like no one. I'm like, this is what we're in for. Okay, let's see if it's a good enough ride. I don't know. I mean, I had to reframe myself, going, can I do this sort of weird,
Yeah.
alternative, crazy universe movie?
The other thing to note too is you guys all look at your counter on how long the episode's been so far. We are a 2.5 minute bus ride and 5 minutes deep right now.
Yeah.
Literally.
And it's already bananas, dude.
Yeah, it's insane from the hit.
There's secretaries walking past this room where they're beating him with a stick.
And they're
right?
just like, yeah,
And they're just
it's
like,
Tuesday.
Yeah, it's just a
Anybody got
totally
a
normal
cane?
day at that precinct.
totally normal,
Totally is.
right? Nobody blinks.
No.
And my wife, bless her heart, she's watching this with me. I give her credit for that. She stuck it all the way out, and she's trying to make some sense of this.
Oh.
And so maybe she's
Good luck.
going, at this point, she says, maybe they're trying to show why you need a vigilante. I'm like, okay, fair, maybe, but
Nope.
nope.
No, the leader cop guy, commander,
Captain Schreiker.
Captain
Schreiker.
Schreiker, right?
Schreiker.
Striker.
Captain Schreiker walks in now, and he's like, "All right, leave this guy alone. Stop beating this suspect." Everybody leaves. He's in there alone. He starts beating the shit out of this suspect out of nowhere.
Yeah, dude, and he knows who he is.
Yeah, he knows who he is.
He clocks him. He's like, I was in the city or
When
the
you got
precinct
hired
when you
last time,
when
I
you
was
got
here.
brought in.
Yep.
And he's like, well, I'm retired. He's like, I don't care. I'm still gonna stick you in a holding
Yeah, they
cell
throw him in
and
the tank for tonight.
violate your rights. There's all these dudes. When he gets put in this holding cell, one of my favorite moments is there's this dude
This is a who's who
that
right
walks.
Yeah.
This like this angry guy, and as soon as Paul Kersey walks in, he's like, "You looking for some trouble, man?" And then he
yeah, the
punches
crackhead?
somebody else.
here. Right, and then he goes down. He's like, "Jerk."
And then he looks back at
Cross-eyed
Paul.
crackhead. And then Paul walks by and he hits the other guy in the nuts.
You walked away from my punch, and I hit some other guy, and then I got
pissed at you now.
pissed off.
You were supposed to stay there so I could hit you.
At this point, the direction of this movie is in every shot, we need violence.
Yes.
Every single shot,
hope-
something violent has to happen.
I hope that
gosh.
was a joke. Like literally, they were doing that. He was supposed to hit Bronson, and Bronson's like, "Nope."
I hope so. I hope so because I laughed at it.
It's even better. What's even better is he goes into the corner, and I call him Jack Sparrow because of the freaking blue bird on his face.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
But this chunky gang member
That tore the toilet
tore
up.
the toilet up. He goes, I tore it up because Kersey
Yeah.
looks at it. But then as soon as Kersey turns, he tried to strangle him, tried to punch him. No, the dude goes for the double axe handle.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
Macho Man Randy Savage off the top rope and misses.
And he gets full judo ridden straight through the bars,
Yeah.
dude, to the
Yes.
to the collarbones.
Right.
That was, yeah.
I laughed at that too.
Oh,
And it
man.
looked like you look at the damage to the side of his head. It's like I think those bars were a half-inch narrower
Yeah.
than that guy's head.
Yeah, I think that might have been actual injuries.
That could have hurt.
But there's a guy sitting in the other corner of the jail just eyeballing Kersey.
With this awesome haircut.
It's the crack man. Fraker is staring him down. This is the guy with the reverse mohawk. They're just trying to, right off the bat, just paint him as like this total creep job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? He looks scary. For those, I don't remember. Is his name Gavin?
Gavin O'Hurley.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I think this was first film.
This is the guy from Willow. This was before Willow.
Yeah, he goes on. to
Yeah,
have a
this
pretty
is
decent
before
career.
Willow.
Right. That's the last movie we covered him in, I think.
Yeah.
And he is the only time in the movie he doesn't have the paint job
Yeah.
up the crack of his head.
Right.
And he waits till the next morning, and then the next morning they all jump Kersey.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, there's some strange pattern balding. I was looking at here, but without the paint on it.
Right.
I mean, I've seen a lot of guys solve their, baldness problem. I've never seen anyone go the reverse mohawk.
Yeah, I've got,
No,
I've got a
yeah, that
hair
one's-
problem. I need to take care of it by
Yeah.
going reverse hair. mohawk here with my hair.
Yeah, that was weird.
He does get a shot in on Fraker. They kind of trade shots, and then he's pulled out because he's making bail or whatever. And he says, if this was outside, or if this was a real fight, I would have killed you.
Making all these threats, all these straight up right there in the moment. And like, yeah, we're going to let this guy go. There's a comment. It's a solid 15 minutes later, but I'm going to forget by the time we get there.
Sure.
This guy's arrest record is cleaner than yours.
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Why is he
these
there?
cops are so bad. They're just so terrible.
Dude,
They were the worst cops.
I remember that line in the beginning of that movie, and I thought, oh, maybe he's like connected to like a rich parents, and he's got a lot of protection. And then that came up later in the movie, and I said, oh, I bet they killed her. And my wife's like, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, I don't think so, because they didn't follow that through anyway. It was
nothing.
just some implication that he never got actually charged with it.
I know. And then he's sitting here in front of the police officers. He's outside, and he's like, I'm going to kill an old
you.
lady.
Yeah. That'd be immediately back in the clink.
We got the 6 o'clock news here. I'm
right.
waiting for my paperwork to release me. Still here.
Okay, officer, can you let me get out of here so I can go kill somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on a time schedule here.
Cool.
So old ladies
I
to kill.
to kill
Let's
somebody
go.
by 6 o'clock.
Miss Davis goes to talk. She's the public defender, and she goes to talk to Captain Fraker about his civil rights being violated. And Fraker's like, "Shut up, we don't care. Bye. It's not listening.
It's my precinct.
My precinct,
rules.
whatever." She's like, "He'll sue you." No, I don't think he will. Shut up. Get out. I mean, just totally blows her off. Okay, and then you get Captain pulling Kersey into his office.
Again. Second
Again.
time.
Right.
Like, nah, come on in here. We tight. We
Yeah,
tight.
you're in. The rest of you go. He's in here with me.
Wait, did they have the whole scene about how terrible crime was and the police efforts haven't done anything before this?
Oh, they had the
The-
little
the
like in the bullpen,
shift meeting, yeah.
the shift
That's
meeting or
important, 'cause
whatever.
They're all
Yeah.
together and they're like, we've increased our patrols 15%. How's that work? No, it
Yeah.
doesn't
How
work.
much
So
is
they're setting
Crime
up
is up.
crime's up?
setting up the switch that's going to
Yes.
happen, which is stupid.
And so Kersey, he says to Kersey, "I'm going to hire you to do our job for us.
Basically.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you off the leash. Go do your thing in this neighborhood, instead of just like, I don't know, training the cops better, hiring more patrolmen, putting people in the freaking neighborhood where
Yeah,
all this
I mean,
crime is
they actually
happening.
have the
Arresting
patrols
and
going in the
staying
neighborhood.
arrested the people who are doing the crime.
That's
Right.
a good start.
No, we're going to put a civilian back in there and just tell him it's okay to murder people.
Yeah.
Here is another criminal.
Yeah.
Right? A known criminal.
Yes.
And go.
And he's even said he's a professional. He said, you've turned professional since we talked last.
Right.
You went to L.A. and all these people died and whatever.
He's giving him his whole rap sheet or whatever. And he's like, "You're going to turn me loose? Is that what happened in here?"
They even added in Death Wish 2.5, which we didn't see. They had another stop somewhere where he killed 5 more people.
Yeah.
Chicago
right.
or something.
Chicago.
It's like Kansas City, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
He's just a serial killer.
Dude, it's
Pretty
honestly, he's got a higher body count than some very famous serial killers. Yeah. So the next scene is they've cut back into one of these busted out, dilapidated buildings where the gang is having their like
Which they're
court-
jumping and
their-
howling like they're winning a football game.
It's like their quarterly meeting or something
Yeah,
like that,
it's-
right? Like, well,
Oh, no, you're right.
here's
This scene.
crack numbers are down, guys. We got to figure out what the hell's going on.
Hey,
around here.
what'd you bring me for loot?
They got a whole
What'd you
bed
do?
full
Where's
of
my
stuff.
tribute?
Yeah, it's like, it is. It's seriously, it's
You're
like,
not
a
passing
pretty
pirate,
up
much
the
was,
ball,
yeah.
you
like
know?
a fantasy
For
pirate
sure.
movie collecting all the
Yeah.
crap they got from whatever.
If they
grandma
s-
on the street. Like, she didn't have a lot.
If they steal all this money and drugs and all this stuff, why do
Why
they
don't
still
they
live in
live
this
in the Ritz?
crappy building?
What did you see was on the
rent
bed?
is
There was
cheap,
hardly
bro.
anything on the
Listen,
bed.
man.
Nobody's getting anything.
That was just Tuesday morning.
Crack.
That wasn't like a month's worth of stuff.
Crack's a hell of a drug, man.
All right. Fair enough. I answer my own
I mean,
question.
they're probably burning through it as much as they're taking from old grandma and
That's
dilapidated
true.
old
That's
people's
true.
houses.
The leader guy walks up again and sees this guy trying to rough everybody up and beat him.
yeah.
He's trying to be, well, the second banana.
Yeah.
I think this is what I didn't understand about this. Is Fraker comes back from jail. He's got his stripe painted back on. And he seems to be mad at this guy
For keeping the business
for
going.
keeping the business going.
Yeah.
But I think the guy, whatever his name was, insinuates that he's doing what he told him to do.
Right.
Right? Like, I'm just doing what you told me. Like, I'm keeping things. And he just takes
This is
his
the sticker.
That's right.
You're the sticker.
Sticky.
sticky
Yeah.
Again, with the stupid switchblades.
straight into his throat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had close-ups of that.
Yeah. And
Thankfully,
Why?
they didn't use it in this one, but because this bad guy is just pure
Unhinged.
bad,
I'll tell you
evil,
what.
crazy.
No reason.
no
Yeah.
reason. That's why.
No reason.
No,
Okay.
it's
Pretty much.
It's called management by walking around. It's taught in every leadership academy, and it's out there.
Leadership. That's the Bill
just-
Lumberg approach. He just walks around.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
Hey
Coffee
guys,
mug.
guys.
That's where this.
what's happening?
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and break into some old people's homes
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
Saturday. Yeah.
And I'm gonna have you on Sunday too. If you could try to remember to kill some more old ladies, that would be great.
And if you could put your covers on the crack reports, I'd really appreciate that.
and I'll make sure you get another
Well,
copy
here's
of that
something
memo.
that's
Okay.
funny about this whole thing. We're joking about crack, but I don't know if there's ever any drugs shown in this movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
there
yeah.
is.
Well,
Well,
they're
the
doing
one-
mines.
later with
Okay.
Cuban, they have
Yeah,
them getting all hyped
doing
up
mines,
and
and
stuff, right?
there's
Yeah.
times where they're
All right.
sniffing it off their
I kind
wrists
of
or
maybe
whatever.
lost focus after all the violent death.
Well,
You took it as like a drinking game
Yeah.
every time
Yeah.
they did drugs.
Dude, if you did a drinking
Yeah.
game with how many people died in this, you would be dead.
yeah. So
And you would spend a lot of money getting there.
the next day, Kersey's walking down the street, and the giggler, I just can't
giggler.
believe that's really a
Giggler.
person's name, gut kicks this lady and takes her purse.
Yeah.
And runs
And
off
just
and giggles.
books. And
There was a scene too where Bronson goes busting after this guy, and I kind of gave him
Yeah,
credit.
this
like,
is it.
Yeah.
Hey, he actually ran away from him. He didn't superhuman run this guy down and
Well,
catch him as an old man and stuff.
that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, if they are going to have Bronson catch this guy in a foot race,
Right.
bull crap.
Right.
Right.
I thought that was kind of. I was like, hey, that's pretty good. This
Yeah.
guy's actually using his speed he's got, and he's
Yeah.
And I mean, Bronson was 64 years old when they found him.
Right.
And he looks like a 64-year-old running down the street.
He
after
looks
him.
every minute of his age.
Yeah, he looks like he's giving it 110% there, and he's just not going as
Listen.
fast.
In 1985, you could have told me he was 37. I would have believed you because everybody looked old as heck back then.
it's
Seriously.
the cigarette smoke. We talked about
Yes,
this.
no, seriously. So he ends up just kind of in this like bottom of a parking garage or something where
Yeah.
it's like Giggler has left. Meanwhile, while he's down there trying to find the Giggler, Bill S. Preston Esquire notices is it Martina Sirtis? Is that
Marina. Marina Sirtis.
plays
Yeah.
Maria
Deanna Troy from Star Trek
from
Next
Star Trek
Generation.
is just in her car
that who
chatting
that
with a
is?
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Bill just screams, "Hey, bitch, I'm going to eat you," and jumps on her windshield.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys,
Now this move probably works 4 times out of 100. It's a numbers game, right? This is a numbers game. It's a strong move. It
works 4% of the time, guys.
Yeah, it might not
Only-
be for everybody, but if you jump on enough windows, you can get solid play here.
There's
Only
that
if
one
they're on
special
crack.
woman out there for everyone.
Yeah, seriously.
yes. Oh, if you just haven't tried enough time.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
Yep.
Like if you got thrown off the first time and you're like, I'm not trying that
But, like,
again. You're
this
Well,
is
just a
the-
you're
sucker.
missing out.
You got to keep going.
Yeah.
Wherever, I mean, she lives there, but like anybody that no one would ever drive through this neighborhood, this is the kind of place where she's literally sitting there out her window chatting with somebody, and you can't do that without a crackhead jumping
Roll
on
up.
your
Yeah.
windshield.
Like, I'm not stopping to talk to anybody out my window
Right.
in this neighborhood.
So she drives away. He's hanging onto the windshield. She ends up in the same like bottom level parking garage where Paul Kersey still putzing around.
Yeah.
He falls off, yells at her that he's going to kill her, and he Paul busts him in the head with a lead pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What-
There's these nice big chunks of lead pipe everywhere.
Yeah,
They,
seriously.
they stash
Convenient.
him
Yeah.
every
And
place.
And I'm like, why
It's
is
like-
Bill getting up after that?
It's like
Bill
bricks in a
should be
mostly
dead.
peaceful protest. You know what I mean? They just happen to be
There's a-
everywhere.
There's an interesting anecdote on that Bronson didn't show up for that scene forever, right? And he,
Oh, for real?
And the winter, the director's like, "Can you get him out here? Can you hit this kid with a pipe?" And Bronson supposedly says something like, "You kidding me? He looks like a choir boy. If I hit him, my career's over."
Oh, he didn't look tough enough for him
Yeah.
to go fight him?
Right.
That's ridiculous.
So it might have been a stand-in.
Yeah, he said he'd lose his audience if
audience?
he was
Yeah.
attacking somebody like him.
Yeah.
That's what I wonder because it looks like when you actually see the shots that it's not Alex Winter anymore because he then gets up and runs away from camera.
Yeah.
And the way the hit is filmed is really weird. So I wonder if one or
probably
both of
wasn't
them
him. Yeah.
weren't there for it.
Could have been.
Could have been. Interesting. Go back and watch that scene, guys, and you can see probably that it's a little bit kind of fudged the way that they did
It was
that.
like really dark and
Yeah.
where he ran away, obviously, so he maybe swapped him out.
Okay, guys, can we talk about this for a second? The dialogue in this movie.
There wasn't any.
Paul, it's so it's like a 12-year-old. Paul goes back to the building and meets Bennett. I always think of as juror number 1 from 12 Angry Men.
Yeah.
This is a true actor. This man,
Right, he's a
very talented.
legit
for
actor.
sure.
Yeah, he was a hostage in Delta Force.
Oh, also that,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And From Here to Eternity. I mean, he was a serious
Dude.
movies for a long time.
I
Paul-
recognize him from several.
Paul meets him, and this is how the exchange goes. Hey, I was Charlie's friend.
Me too.
Me too. Let's go upstairs. Okay.
Let's become best buddies. You want to see my guns?
That's
guns.
literally what it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm not even exaggerating. They
No,
go
that
upstairs
was
and
it.
he hits him with some, let me go upstairs. I'll give you the expo dump up in my room. It's more comfortable if
Yeah.
we do the expo dump here on the stairs. It's going to take us a while.
At some point in this movie, I started thinking to myself, why don't they have bars on their windows? The only people I saw that had bars was a lovely Jewish couple.
Plywood.
And it didn't stop them, though.
Do that too.
Yeah.
Man,
Maybe something with a spring that would smack.
Yeah, because he needs to MacGyver in this movie too.
he literally, the expo dump is so on the nose that after he explains what's happened in the neighborhood, he's like, and if you follow me over here to the window, I can show you all the members of the gang.
They're all
Yeah, see,
standing
here
out
they
there.
are.
So he's like, and here, this is Giggles down here, and he's really fast and stands his purses, and there's this guy. And this here is Fraker. And Fraker is the leader of the gang, and Fraker makes eye contact with him.
Contact
He's
with
looking right at
through
him.
the window.
This is the fourth
This
time
happens-
this week
yes.
this guy is introducing us.
Yes. And it's
Like,
not. And
How many
Fraker-
vigilantes
yeah.
is he bringing by?
It's like the street lights come on, and all of the bad guys are like, "Hey guys, we got to get our spaces. He's
not?
going
Why
to
not?
confuse us."
Cues
There's a
everyone.
lot of
cues.
looking through windows in this at people on the ground in this movie.
Yes, and he's like set back from the window, and he
I
still
thought
is
to
able
myself
to.
here, I'm like, if you're going to point out gangsters at night, maybe turn off the lights in your house so they can't see you doing this.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Bennett,
That's not the only time that him and Frecker make a eye contact through the window.
Right.
It happens
No,
multiple
Yes.
times.
Many times.
they always
And I'm
know.
looking at the distances quite a ways.
It is.
And it's like an audible, they don't make the noise, but you can hear the, stare back and forth at each other in your
And-
brain.
And they're like doing a scouting report on the giggler.
Yeah.
And
This guy-
4.240, and
Yeah,
he's like,
at the combine, he did the 40 in 4.1.
he's like, man, that guy can
25-inch vertical.
That guy can really move, right?
Well,
bad about the
actually,
What's that?
It's too bad about the giggles. Though.
Yeah, right. I mean, without that,
I mean,
"They've
if
gone pro."
Bronson wasn't 64 years old, he probably could catch up with him because the giggler really didn't have a real great stride.
no. And he honestly,
Kind of looked like that was the first time he ran in his life.
Cocaine boost.
Bennett gives him the keys to Charlie's place because it's paid through the end of the month.
I'd like to
Yep.
made that point. It's
Yeah.
good to the end of the month.
They said
That's
it
why he
twice.
didn't have any money. He's paying his rent.
Then Rodriguez comes up with Maria to stop by to say thanks for helping her out in the parking garage, and we meet a couple more people from the building there. His first thing, okay, so now you're a new vigilante, you're a professional vigilante, you've done this many times in many different cities, and Paul Kersey's first move is to go buy a new car.
With cash and
With
a
cash.
Cadillac.
That's right.
Yeah.
Seville.
Caddy.
76.
It's nice.
I like that car.
So did I.
It's a sweet
White
car.
interior leather.
Yeah.
And all it needed was a bustle back. I think that might have been. Was that year or not? I don't know.
Bro, you were asking the wrong person. I have no
Caddies,
idea.
I'm not up on my caddies.
Yeah.
He parks it as bait out in front of
Right.
this
Yeah.
building.
Well, before this though, he's like, "Oh, what was that? That smelled really good."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he intended to go down there and have dinner with that family.
Yeah, this is what happens right now. Yeah. So
Yeah.
after he parks it
Oh,
as
you're
bait,
right.
he goes upstairs and then he asks Bennett because Bennett says, "What's with the new car?" It's bait. It's
bait.
Did I smell something delicious downstairs? Yeah. Let's go meet the Krapovs and we'll go have dinner. We'll have some stuffed cabbage.
Yeah, but
It's stuffed cabbage. Smells delicious.
Smells delicious. Nope. Nope.
I mean, it was kind of nice. Guy's
Boiled,
been
you like
eating
the
bus
smell
food
of
the whole time.
boiled cabbage?
Been eating bus food the whole time.
Does a stewardess
I
come
also
by
have
and
a
give out
question at
food
this
on the
point.
bus?
I also have a question on this point of how long has this been time wise since he got to
Tomorrow.
town?
12 hours.
His buddy's murdered. all that. It is. It's like 24 hours,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It's not been long.
Yeah.
not long.
Yeah, it's
He spent a day in jail. This is the next day. Yeah.
He's eating some stuffed cabbage with the nice Jewish couple, and he hears a commotion. He goes outside, and he's like, "What are you guys doing? What?
What's it to
Hey,
you?
what's
Get out
it
here.
to-
We're stealing the car.
It's my
My
car.
car.
That's my car. Now you're gonna die."
Nope.
But that's like it's like 0 to 100
Gives
in
him
every
the finger
scene.
guns, Yeah.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Gave me the old Clint Eastwood finger guns.
I've never seen somebody so casually murder two people and walk back to their stuffed cabbage
It's just calm. Like,
in the room.
yeah, it's delicious stuffed cabbage.
This is good.
Pass the pepper.
And they don't like asking you real questions. They're like, oh,
They heard gunshots.
what
Oh,
was
don't worry about that.
Like,
That's
I
hey,
mean, I guess in
our new
fairness-
friend's a murderer.
I guess in fairness to them, they hear gunshots all the time.
What do you
How
got
they
for
know?
dessert? That's
Maybe they
fine.
thought he just
That's right.
just excused himself
I
to
made an
fart, and
example.
2 more people got killed in the neighborhood, which just coincidence.
Now what?
Now what?
Now what you gonna do?
Yeah.
You're
Right.
dead. Put my radio back in. before
Seriously,
you...
who put the radio back?
Yeah.
Probably the dealership.
Yeah.
Took us to the dealership. Hey, some crackheads took this radio out. Can you get this back in?
please.
It looks like they messed the wiring up
Probably have
pretty
a
bad
warranty
too.
in that
Oh,
city for
this-
putting radios back in cars for you.
And then, Jack, your favorite scene comes next. The next day, the Fraker and his gang kill a rival gang member out beside some building somewhere, right?
yeah.
They catch another guy, and Fraker comes over and goes, hurt him. And then they hurt him. And then he's like, all right, now you kill him. And then they murder him. And then all the gang members just like,
And
Kill
what's
one
up-
more person.
There's a guy like dead center in the middle of the camera, and all these guys are wearing crazy costumes.
Yes, the costume's
And
out of
Oh yeah.
This guy is wearing like a plain sweatshirt and sweatpants. And he picks up a plunger, and he's just like waving it like he's just.
This was the murder weapon. This was like I think that was the weapon for hurt him, kill him.
My plunge your
Let's just
throat.
hope he just put it on his
I don't
face.
think
Like,
it was
it's
this-
gross.
Right.
It's gross.
But I rewatched it today, and Fracker's walking off, and you can see where he picks up that plunger at, and it's
Yeah.
not there. And
No.
then it immediately cuts to the next scene, and it's
Right.
there.
Plunger.
And
'Cause
so,
he-
like, somebody purposely put it there.
They
For the
well,
scene.
he threw it. I mean, the first that the part we didn't see is he's like, all right, tickle him. And then it went
Someone
from
get the giggler over here. He
tickle
likes
him,
to tickle people.
And then it was embarrass him. That's the plunger move. And then it was hurt him. And then it was kill him. But they cut out the first two parts. That's the only thing I can think of. Because what are you going to do with a plunger?
Yeah, I don't know.
Everyone else, like the other guy's got a lead pipe. Dude next to him with a baseball bat.
yeah,
One
someone
guy's
had like
got
an axe
spike.
handle or something.
He's got like spiked knuckles. I love how Fraker's walking away. They just show the one dude walking up to him like, yeah, and this is how I beat people up, right? Like he's giving him a TED talk about a physical altercation that he was just in.
So make sure you hit him this way so you don't break your knuckles.
But then there's plunger guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we never see again. I don't think we ever see plunger guy.
I do
ever.
not want to get my ass beat by plunger guy.
they went to the.
I mean, that's almost as embarrassing as getting your ass beat by naked guy.
Right.
Right.
That's when it finally goes down, Rodriguez should have been like, I get plunger guy.
Yeah, I got him.
When the war
Yeah,
starts, I
yeah.
get him. You get everybody else.
That guy may have just been fixing the toilets in the set.
Yeah, he's like, oh, someone's getting beat down outside. Let me go through my plunger.
He just happened to be walking by and he jumped in the shot.
He's like, oh crap, I'm in the scene. I better act like I belong
He's like a
here.
plunger. He's like, hey, you need some pipes fixed too while I'm at it? You got a little
Craft
plumbing
services
problem?
went real bad. The plumbing got back.
No, dude, you got to do like the guy, like Evie's brother in The Mummy, right?
Yeah.
When he starts blending in, going emo-tel, like the gang comes through, and you got to just blend
Seriously.
in with the gang and be like,
That could
I'm
be.
also in
That
the gang.
could be. Maybe
Hey, let me
he's just
start
doing
this on
that.
fire
Yeah.
and make it look cool at
Yeah.
least.
Don't hurt me.
I think
I'm a
that's
plumber.
entirely possible.
Walking down the street on his way to work.
Yeah. It's like, oh, these crazy gangsters are here. I better blend in. That's probably what's happening to that guy.
Yeah.
Was the plumber the third Mario brother that just came up the wrong pipe?
That's right. It was Mario, Luigi Mario, and Jeff.
Jeff Mario.
Jeff Mario.
Well, so like Canon did this thing in all the ninja movies where like they wouldn't have enough ninjas, and so they would
Right.
just take random people working on the movie and put them in a ninja costume.
Yes.
This had to have been
They didn't.
this had to have been a guy that was just like working on sound or lights or
I bet it
something,
was.
and they're like, "Hey, go stand in that scene over there."
Hey, someone get
and
the
he just
key.
went for it.
100%.
Actually, after you saying that, it was the plunger guy fixing the craft services, whatever. And he was like, what do I use? Just use the plunger.
Yeah.
Just go.
After you set that light up,
Prop
grab this
closet's
plunger.
empty.
It's again in all of these bad movies. Like this is the walkthrough. They were gonna shoot the actual scene later,
And this was better.
and
So
they
they're like,
just
cut
kept
the
it. Like
Then
we don't have money for real weapons. Keep the plunger in.
Keep it.
the next scene, there's Rodriguez is walking down the street with his wife Maria, and this other like guy that always wears like the midriff shirt
Yeah.
comes over.
Midriff guy.
Hey, lend me $5, right? And tries to mug them.
Right.
And Kersey comes over and chases them off. And I only bring this up because it's a nothing scene to say that this dude was wearing a chain like a G-string
Yeah.
all the way up his
Yeah,
crack.
he was.
Did you see this? Yeah, as he runs away down the sidewalk, it's like just
I'm like, that's
Right
a
up
pretty. He's
there.
got what's he got shiny up his ass crack there?
no, it's a chain thong that this guy is wearing, like big chains.
Yeah, it
like
was
the kind
huge
you put
chains. It
on
was
a
like-
boat trailer.
He probably took it from someone's boat trailer. Say, hey, this is awesome. I'm gonna hook this up in the front and
Cracks
have
a
a
hell of a
chain
job.
thong here.
Then
The ladies are gonna love this.
Paul Kersey starts to home alone his house, and he puts a board of nails under his window because he sees
Yeah.
some footprints in
It was
there,
Yeah.
Home Alone.
like cartoon footprints in his
Yeah.
Yeah, they were super
bathroom.
super
Yeah.
carbon footprints.
Right.
And of
Yeah,
course,
what was the
perfect-
footprint?
perfect
That
black.
was
So
weird.
They got their stamp out and stamped
Yes.
footprints out
exactly.
there.
And that night, of course, some idiot hurts himself on. I'm hurt real bad,
Hurt
man.
real
I'm
bad.
hurting, man.
This isn't okay. this is nothing drove me nuts. This is one of these scenes I see these over and over in this movie where it's like, I don't know how movies work really. I'm sure there's a point where you set the scene,
Not
you
like
say
this.
action, right? You say action, and the scene goes on. You're recording it, and then but you don't cut it right when they've said action, right? You do it just after that's happened, so the scene is moving.
Yes.
I felt like it was like the set action. Oh, my foot's really hurting.
All the
man.
time they did
Yeah.
that.
That drove me
Yes.
nuts in this movie.
That's a huge red flag of a bad movie. Yeah.
And legit, this guy's up here and he's sitting right next to leader guy. So like, this dude is like number 3 or 4, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm hurt real bad. It's like, how are we gonna do without window crawler through a guy for the next 3 weeks?
Yeah,
while
who's
his
going to be
foot
going
heals?
through the windows? Giggler, you're going to have to go through the windows now.
And then they had a midriff guy that sent him through the crap offs.
Hey, chain link thong guy, you're going
right.
through the windows too this week.
Well, he doesn't know what's going on. He gets his teeth busted in.
In my favorite B plot in this movie, Miss Davis shows up at his house.
Why not?
Now, she talked to him. We skipped over this before. For exactly 2 seconds as he's leaving the jail, she's
Do you
like,
want to press charges?
Do you want to? No.
Why don't you wanna press
You should
charges?
do that, or you've got rights. Okay, bye. And that's their whole
He's
conversation.
gone.
That's it.
He's
Yeah.
walked.
Walks
yeah.
off. The next time they see each other, she's at his
She
house.
rolls up in a taxi, like,
Straight
oh, I
up
was hoping I'd find you
psycho
here.
stalkered him to where he got arrested from.
to ask him to
Yeah,
dinner.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's legit.
I was really hoping this doesn't
wait,
go
wait.
the way it
She's
went.
like, you're hot, bro. I don't know.
You got paid $1.5 million to do this movie.
Seriously.
Can we go to dinner?
Do you want to know ages here?
Can we? I was gonna wait until it got weird, but we can do it right now.
Well, I'm hoping as this starts to go, I'm really hoping this doesn't go the direction it goes. I'm hoping this is going to be more like a friendship or like.
Yes. Well, why would it be anything
Like,
romantic? They didn't
she's-
even talk to each other.
She's going to
before.
remind him of his constitutional rights.
All they
and-
did was he
So
walked away while she talked to him.
Now I know this is a prior decade or
Yeah.
century,
Yeah.
but Bronson was born in 1921.
Yep.
Catherine was born in 1953.
Yep.
30
He's 64.
years
She is
different.
Yeah,
Half.
32 years difference between.
Yo,
Half.
that's crazy.
The only thing I can say in a movie with 3 rapes, 2 of them sort of on the graphic end of it.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they just alluded to the fact that this happened and didn't show it to us.
Well, even they, I think, were like, we can't. I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm so happy
one-
that they actually
Yeah.
Literally,
took the high road on that one.
No one wants to see that.
No.
Not totally unnecessary.
Did you notice she does like the she's all that thing? You know, where they take the ugly.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
and then she
yes.
got the glasses on.
Like
Oh, I
at the
missed
police
that.
station, her hair's up and she's got the glasses on.
Yeah.
I think here the hair's partway down, but still has the glasses. And then
But
later on,
Not all the way down.
it's
not
all the way
super
down, and the
dreamy.
glasses have just magically disappeared.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't need these
Super
anymore.
dreamy in
Gonna
the
show a
cock
little
in the
bit more each
Cadillac.
time.
That was Hell Comes to Frogtown. He
Here's another
really
thing
took
that
the
pissed me off. The cops have done nothing.
They're the
No,
worst.
these
cops
are
in
the worst
world.
cops ever.
And then all of a sudden, the cops show up to shake down the Jewish couple for their gun.
yeah.
Right. Guns are illegal in the
And
city.
he just pulls it out of the drawer. I'm like, who keeps their gun in a drawer by the door?
Apparently,
if you
everybody in
live
this
in this
neighborhood.
That's right. Yeah.
Did
I
they
think
say
more
earlier they
people in
don't
the
have
neighborhood
guns?
Should it wouldn't be this way?
And then they are immediately robbed.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
Immediately, midriff guy is in the house.
He's in the house.
And guess what? I'm going to come back whenever I want.
And these cops literally walked outside. We got their gun.
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah.
called and complained because the lady defended herself and was waving her gun around when
Yep.
she defended herself. So
Yeah.
one of the bad guys complained and said, "Hey, there's a woman waving her gun around." They come and confiscated the gun.
Yes. And then they're immediately
I was
robbed. It's
trying.
like,
I was trying to rob this lady, and she had a gun, and I was unable to rob her. Get the gun from
Yeah.
her, and they do.
which what happens is then midriff boy must be hanging outside the building. So when the 2 cops walk out, they're like, "Can you believe we got their gun? No, they don't have anything. Well, it was illegal. No big deal. See you guys later." Boom. They're in their window.
Yeah.
Right? Like immediately.
He's like, there's my cue.
That's it. And this is where, what's his name? Kersey comes down and is like, "Well, hold on. I know a little bit about building traps and such."
Yeah.
And so he puts this humongous board
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the like a
spring
mouse
Spring
trap
loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the ground. And he's like, here's how I rigged this up. Let me show you how this works."
Nail hits the
Tiny old lady.
thing.
Nail goes up. Here's what
The
happened.
booby traps are my favorite part of this movie.
Okay,
So
but
good.
the board goes all the way halfway into the room. This little old lady's gonna step on it and get launched out the window.
like their
As long
bathroom
as she doesn't
too?
open the window, she should be
That's
safe.
true. She's fine.
It's gonna hit the window. Then it's gonna be like mosquito on the windshield.
Or if she like actually forgets in the middle of the night and goes to open the window,
and you know what, too, though?
ejected. Ejectocito, cuz.
When he set it up, it didn't bust the window even.
No,
but it
the
hit
guy
the window
opened- Oh yeah, when he did the
because it was closed. Yeah.
They would have woke up the next day. She had gotten up to piss, and
Yeah.
she would have been on the lawn in the front
Like
of the building.
Wile E. Coyote through the wall of the next building. Just
That's what I'm saying, dude. But instead, the guy comes through again and takes out all his fronts. Okay.
I'm thinking,
Yeah.
I'm trying to the logistics
angle is
of this.
bad on
Yeah,
that,
how
but
is he
still
coming
funny.
through? Ah.
That's how he let himself through the window.
But he'd be like,
And then-
you
and
know,
then the
it's
call
they're
comes
speaking
across
straight
the
out of that
radio.
board. I was literally going,
Looking for a
Tried to
Hispanic.
reenact
looking
this.
for a
Anybody-
Latino male
You got a board over
missing
there,
two
man?
front
Yeah.
teeth.
You got a board? We can try and reenact this. No,
Yeah,
not
hey,
that.
we can
not
do that
one. No.
man.
We'll hit Chuck in the face with a board next time.
How many?
Did it just have an overbite or something? Or
Yeah, seriously.
It's a hell of an overbite
Oh.
the way those teeth came
Bugs
out.
Bunny was trying to come through the
Yeah,
window.
that's what it was.
I did hear about people that have like 150 extra teeth. Maybe it was one of those.
Oh, gosh.
It just got
Like a
top
shark?
ones. That's probably not 150,
guess.
but it's
On
like
his
90 or
forehead?
something. Yeah,
Oh, my
it's a
gosh.
pretty gnarly picture X-ray there.
Giggles outruns them again. They try to catch Giggles. They can't. And so he says, my friend Wildy can catch him. Who's Wildy, you ask?
You'll find out.
A big-ass gun.
It's
Yeah.
a huge
and
gun.
do you know the story on this one?
No.
It was his own personal handgun.
It was Bronson's?
Yeah,
Oh,
Bronson's
dang.
handgun.
Dude, they've spent a lot of time on that.
a badass gun.
Filling up their own cartridges. There's a variable action. Is
It
that
was
what
his
you
Yeah.
personal handgun in real life. He suggested as a means to make the film unique. And American Handgunner magazine, Wildley Moore, the gun's creator and technical consultant to the production, says every time this movie plays, sales go up on that weapon.
Wow.
It didn't go up yesterday when I watched.
And I bet they love 90s cable then because this was on all the time.
Can we? They're on the horn all the time. Can we get Death Wish 3 to
Hey.
run again? Sales all
Hey,
over
They
the
hey.
own the rights to Death Wish 3 and they just run it.
Death
Probably
Wish
has
3
this
is
in the
actually
shop.
running on Tubi this month. We're
Yeah.
going to have to get extra Indians into the call center here to take the calls to
I'm not
order
a
these
huge
things.
gun guy at all by any means. I don't really know anything about him, but I
Well,
did
you're
like
average
that gun.
size.
I did like that gun. Yeah.
Maria, this neighborhood, you have a car that's got gas in it. Go shop in a different neighborhood.
Right.
I'm not. It's not
Why
her
are you
fault.
out on your own in
I'm
this
not-
neighborhood?
I'm not
Can't
victim
blame
blaming.
the
I'm not
victim
victim
here.
blaming. But also, I wouldn't shop in that neighborhood without a 12 gauge.
Right.
Okay.
You've got a car that has gas in it. Drive it till it runs out someplace else that you can't get back.
Now you live in New Jersey.
Right.
Congratulations.
Well, is that better?
I don't know.
I mean,
It's a garden state, man.
Sure.
It's got to be nice.
There's parts of New Jersey that are great. I'm sure. I've never
They still
seen
pump your gas for you there?
Yes.
Jersey.
Yeah, that was.
They do.
Yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
nice. All right.
They
Can-
changed that at
can confirm.
Washington or Oregon, and there all the people were like, "We're gonna blow our cars up. We don't know how to do
yeah, dude, I
It's
remember
not-
when they changed that law in Washington. They're like, well, what about all the people who don't know how? Oh, come on.
In Jersey, it's a union job. That's why they still pump your gas
It's not her fault.
there. Like,
At
why
the-
aren't you taking a buddy system
Or
this
going
shit?
by
I mean,
yourself?
some people really can't move out of their neighborhoods. I mean, this is the problem with this film.
I get
I'll
that,
to at the
but-
end, but it's
But she's also grocery shopping like what appears to be at nighttime.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
Right.
maybe just go during the day.
I know she
Yeah.
can't leave. Maybe she can't move somewhere. But if you have that's why I said if you have a car with gas in it, you can drive to a different grocery store
yeah.
What's her
out
name?
of your neighborhood.
What's her
She
husband's
should be
name?
able to go shopping without getting raped.
Well, obviously, I think we
100%.
all can agree with
But
that.
we know that this is shitty rape hole
Yes.
town number 4. Whatever. Don't
Is that
do
what
these
it is on
things
the
here.
town side?
I think
Yeah,
what
that's
it's
on
on
the
the silo.
Population,
On the water
1,000
tower.
creek.
Instead of
top
Chocolate
the
City, it's rapey world.
We're
John
closed.
Candy's just out front. Hey, welcome to Rapey World.
That's horrible.
We're closed. Crackhead outside should have told you.
Moose out front side.
All right. She's grabbed in the parking lot.
And it's
No.
way more than I needed.
They went overboard and
And the actress did not agree with that.
this is what I'm
Yeah.
saying about Michael Winter, and Jack, you probably have read more about Michael than I have, but apparently, a lot of the explicit rapes and assaults in these movies are because of him.
Yeah. So like in the book, I think that the first movie's based on, it's like alluded to, or they say that they got attacked, but like I don't think it's like in graphic detail, and it is in the movie, which he added in. He added in all of it in the second one, and like I said, it's bad. Wheeler watched it.
Yeah, the second one's
not
real
good.
bad.
Like it's bad enough that I think I read that the guys that play the creeps are all like method actors.
Yeah.
It's like they would stay in character the whole time, and they broke character.
Nope.
Like multiple times to apologize to the girl, like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
actress, because they felt so bad about what was happening.
It's terrible. And
Yeah, it's awful.
And I know the actress, the Marina
Sirtis.
voiced her displeasure to the director. He didn't care. He didn't listen to
this-
her. She,
this
to this day, she hates his guts.
This is
Said
the
she
Seagal
wishes
of
he-
actors,
I
man.
wish I knew how much money that she was getting paid for this, so that we could have like put the money together and paid her to not have to do it.
Yeah, but who's? I'm sorry. This guy's a.
She said he wants to rot in hell for all eternity for that.
Yeah, right. So
Yeah.
that's a pretty strong statement. So what kind of guy you think
I
this
think-
is? So
yeah.
not a Michael Winter fan.
No.
At all. And it's honestly, it's weird, dude. It's weird that you insist that these types of things
Yes.
are in
No, and
the movie.
the extent they went to were just uncomfortable because we've covered rape scenes in movies before.
Yeah.
The
And
other
it's,
one
like,
I can think of that
unnecessary,
we've done
but-
on the show was the one from Rolling Vengeance.
Yeah, that-
and that was like my big critique of that movie was I was like, we could have done without that extra 2 minutes in there.
Right.
100%.
You could have just alluded to it, and we already knew those guys all sucked. But
Right.
Right.
Unneeded, unnecessary.
Well,
But to
it's
go
not-
that extent that
And there's what, 3 in this movie, right? 3 scenes?
Well,
I think there's two.
One almost, this one, and then one that's alluded
near the end too. Yeah, there was one near the end.
But yeah, so the writer for this, he actually hated Michael Winter's script changes so much that if you look at the actual credits of the movie, he used a different name, like Jacoby or whatever his real name is.
Oh, it's not his name?
That's his real name. But if you look in the actual credits, it's something else.
It was X-rated initially,
Well, right. I mean,
and they got him to change that. I don't know how exactly.
That means they pulled some out, so they filmed even more of this?
Yeah, who knows how far it went?
I
in
know
the-
there was a close-up scene of the throat thing sticker.
Yeah.
That was one. There's probably, who knows? That scene may have been even worse than.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
yeah.
They told him to pick his top 5 and just leave those in, and the rest of them.
Wow.
It's bad. They throw her on this dirty mattress somewhere, like drive her to this place, throw her on this
Right.
mattress. And then it cuts away, mercifully cuts away. I'm assuming this is where stuff was taken out to get the R rating at
Right.
that point.
Yeah.
We don't actually witness anything happening other than what we already saw. And then it cuts to Rodriguez, the husband, just crying in the apartment. They raped her, man. They raped her. And I thought that Kersey so undersold the situation here.
Right.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it was almost to the point where he was like, she'll be all right.
Be all right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
She's
She's just got a broken
got a
arm.
broken arm.
That's the whole thing, though. Too is in this movie there were so many other moments in this movie with like inappropriate facial expressions or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, oh yeah, it's fine, you know.
But that's how he's. Yeah, it's all right. She just got a broken arm. Let's go get her and get her. Like, no, it's not all right.
You've delivered a line, right, that's supposed to go away, and you broke and you laughed and giggled about it or whatever, and it went through wrong.
Sure.
And what did you do?
Did it again.
You did it again.
Yeah.
They
You do
did
it again.
nothing again.
No. I mean, and maybe Bronson didn't want to do anything again. He might have just been like, let's get through this. It seemed like half of the lines he delivered were just like, he just says them so they can move on.
He seemed like he was just sleepwalking through a good chunk of this.
Big time. They get over, oh my gosh, this next scene. They get to the hospital.
Oh, the doctor, yeah. This guy.
And they walk in, and the doctor's like, "Oh, what's up, guys? Yeah, no, she expired.
Yeah, you know, she had that expiration date on her. I checked it. It was past her date.
She expired like a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
actually kind of a technical term.
But I've never heard a
But
doctor
a
use
doctor
that.
probably shouldn't use it with a patient or a family member.
Right?
But it is technically true. She did expire.
Well, I suppose she's past her date.
it just means you die.
But yeah, no, it's and like,
But yeah.
well, you just said she had a broken arm. Well,
Yeah.
it was pretty extensive damage, and one of the blood clots came.
Yeah,
through.
so what kind of doctor are you?
So this is the point in the movie
like-
where I told
Like
my
what
wife.
they do?
Bro, I just told him she broke her arm. You're making me look like a fool here.
Right.
I
He
told my
should've
wife, I
pulled
said,
out his gun.
someone must have killed her. Someone must have killed her.
Someone must have killed
That's
her.
what I thought, because at the beginning, he doesn't have a arrest record.
Right.
And now they do this, and then
I'm like,
she
what?
dies unexpectedly.
I'm like, did LT just Theismann her arm or what? That it was that bad that
Oh.
she died from a broken arm?
Bro.
I mean, theoretically, could
It's
maybe,
bad.
but it just
Yeah.
was not.
Well, it's at this point it's time. Kersey's like he loads up Wildy. He takes his camera case for bait out for a walk,
Yeah.
and he's got giggles in his
That guy got
crosser.
to go get some ice cream. It's America, right? It's ice cream.
Icon.
buys one for the kid.
Gets one for the kid,
who's
yeah.
always standing around, wishing
Yeah.
the neighborhood was a little nicer place to play ball.
He dangles his Nikon case as he walks down the sidewalk, knowing full well Giggles is standing there.
Yeah.
Giggles sees it.
I don't think it was actually Giggles.
It was good.
It was Giggles.
That was-
Yeah.
Oh, is this
Oh, yeah.
where Giggles expires?
Yes. Nice. Giggles runs up behind him, grabs the camera case, bodies Paul, and Paul very calmly pulls out his giant gun. And
Dropped his ice cream, dude.
Yeah,
What
he
the
flipped his ice cream. Yeah.
and he launches Giggles
Giggles goes flying.
off the sidewalk and into someone's yard. That was crazy.
Craters this guy.
It was awesome. He gets launched. Everyone comes out. Woo!
Yeah. Like everybody's just watching from the windows, like,
Oh,
yeah.
Did you see him smoke that guy?
Yeah.
I hate that guy. Yeah. The
That guy
whole
robbed me 3
neighborhood.
times last week.
Okay, somebody get out here.
Is
What's going on?
Giggles-
Giggles
Neighbors
is dead.
Did you see how much Giggles flipped when he got hit?
Yeah. The munchkins come out. Ding dong, Giggles dead.
Is the Giggles the guy that robbed the old lady's purse?
Yeah.
before?
I loved how fast there was 100 people
Yes.
cheering on
Oh,
the
yeah.
fact that
Everybody's hanging out the windows.
Yeah, you know, most normal people, when they hear a gunshot outside their house, they don't go running to the
No.
window. Everybody here did.
They did. They started doing the wave.
There's windows with 2 and 3 people hanging out of them.
they start doing the
They
wave.
start doing the wave out the windows, like around the neighborhood.
That depends on the neighborhood you live in. There's definitely neighborhoods where you hit the deck, and there's other neighborhoods when somebody's like, who's hunting ducks?
God.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then it cuts to the gang. They killed the Giggler, man. You're right. And then Fraker, you're right. They had no business doing that. No business killing Giggler, man.
Giggler was like number 5.
Well, that's right. No.
Now it's personal.
business.
You killed Giggler.
Yeah.
That's right.
You killed a
Who's going to
named-
make us laugh now? The
You killed
Giggler's
one
dead.
of our named guys. You can't kill a named guy.
Guys. Not the guys with names.
Yeah.
There's so many nameless henchmen in this game.
Right. Kill them.
Kill them.
They apparently are a whole bunch of just Londoners too.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. The next scene is my favorite writing in the entire movie. So, dinner at her place.
Oh,
Jesus.
He goes over. This is the dialogue. Okay, this is a grown adult
hit us with it.
writing a first date interaction between 2 adult humans. I made chicken. I like chicken. I hate my sister, but I like sports. What do you like?
opera.
My wife is dead. What about you? You're gentle. This is
Legit.
Jack, am I wrong?
You put
Tell
way
me
too
I'm
much
wrong.
feeling into this.
Oh no, this is terrible, terrible dialogue.
The worst. I almost any movie we've ever covered.
Yeah, this was bad.
Hello, I am enjoying our date. I like to go on dates. Do you like dates? Do you like chicken? I hate my sister, but I like sports. What about you?
Yeah.
It's I can't
Do you
believe
follow the Jets?
Hey
that
man, that's pretty solid for 12-year-olds.
someone was paid money and got this into a film.
And then even better is she starts going off randomly.
Somebody needs to start standing up for
I hate
people.
my job.
Yeah, I hate my job.
I'm going to get mad.
And that's classic
Oh.
bad writing. I'm just going to say all my internal motivations out loud.
And then, oh, hey, we don't really know each other.
I do like that Kersey says like what's he's like chicken's good. Yeah. Then it just cuts to that carcass of a decimated chicken. Like they ate everything on that thing.
They did because they ate in
Like the
silence because they
cat
didn't know what to say to each other. So they just kept eating until the whole thing was gone. Then he's like, gotta go. And they kiss.
Ish.
Nope, don't like that.
No. And the close-up was like, man, this is uncomfortable.
Yeah, Michael Winner's like,
Winter
Yeah.
guy's got some weird issues, man.
Frame
let's
this
get
in.
right in there.
Right in there.
Can we
zoom in?
Yeah.
Well, sir, if we get any closer to the hood of the camera, I don't care. Fold it back.
Yeah.
We
I
gotta
want to
get-
see his mustache hair parting as they do this kiss.
I want to see the rogue hairs going up her nose from his mustache.
Speaking of rogue
go.
hairs, I couldn't believe like the close up they did on Fraker, and I'm like, dude, nose hair
yeah.
trimmer, man. My God.
We got a lot of nose hairs, and my God, his eyebrows.
Oh, yeah.
Paul Kersey's.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, he's got to compensate for that lack of hair missing down the middle of his head. It's all migrated
it
to
grows
his nose.
somewhere.
all right. The bad guys bait Paul into an alley.
You see that? I'm like, what kind of vigilante is he? You can't see that this is a trap. I'm just like thinking to myself, it's a trap. Like Akbar's just going off.
We're like,
Obvious trap.
we're just bad guys over here, gonna do some bad things.
Hey, look,
now.
we're just rolling the bones over here, playing a little dice in the alley.
We're gonna go down this alley and mug somebody. Don't follow us.
Yeah.
It's so obviously a trap.
And this dude's an aces shot.
Right.
And misses 80% of his next 30 shots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he went full storm.
Well, then he drops his gun. He drops
Yeah,
it.
he dropped
He
in
didn't
the
drop
alley.
it. He threw it.
tossed
Yeah,
Yeah, he like
that
trips.
thing was like, I'm gonna trip, but I'm gonna throw
I
my
know,
gun.
that was so
Yeah.
stupid.
Two guys corner him in some building, and one guy stabs him in the back.
Yeah.
But he takes them
0
both out
wound
anyway.
later.
No.
Like literally, his shirt is off with her in bed.
Oh, he had a vest on.
15 minutes later, he
Right.
got stabbed.
I wondered about that too. But I'm like, well,
And that's
maybe
like
it
one of
stops
those
at
old
knife.
bulletproof vests. Like
you bury the
like they
knife-
look like they're canvas. Like I
Yes.
don't know.
Yeah, but if you bury the knife through a vest, it still had to go through. It's not like it just right
Yeah.
angle.
Well, he could
Right.
have diabetic neuropathy.
And-
Maybe he couldn't feel it. I mean, he's old.
And they-
Born in the 80s. He
That's
could
what
have
it is.
diabetes.
Yeah, that's what it is. He has
issues.
diabetic
Got some-
neuropathy.
Got some issues going
He did not heed Wilford
he's-
Brimley's calls.
Yeah, I don't think he's taking care of himself.
That's right.
Well, you know.
That's what happened.
Kind of life on the run. You can't eat a very balanced meal. They didn't have great.
He wasn't watching Wilford
medicines.
Brimley and his
Cabbage.
Cajun accent. Just
I know a lot of older guys who are like, I ain't taking insulin. I'll be fine.
I don't think cabbage and
Dude,
chicken
you got
is
a
really
massive
raising his
wound on
blood
your back.
sugar.
All right. So I really need a young wife
Barely
just to make
noticed
sure my
that.
body's not falling apart. I can't feel anything anymore.
Speaking of nobody feeling something, Cuban didn't feel a thing because before this trap, they had hyped him up like we talked about before.
yeah,
on Coke or
he
whatever.
did some lines or whatever. Yeah.
Cuban's going to kill tonight.
Couple
So
bags.
ultimately, he gets chased up a fire escape to the roof, and Cuban's first fire escape through a guy's apartment.
Yeah, through
Right.
Che Guevara's apartment.
Yes, that's like-
Just in there.
Dude just
the
sits there.
beanie on, the hat,
Like,
little
hey,
hat
at
on,
least he's
reading a
just
book.
Yeah, is that normal for people to like sit in bed with a beret on?
Not usually. I mean, I don't, but
Here's how stupid this movie is, Jack. I didn't blink at that. Okay,
I didn't either. No.
I didn't even blink at the fact this dude's in bed with a beret
And
on.
didn't
Yeah.
care. And he's like, hey, somebody just came through, but they ran out.
I mean, in this
Okay.
neighborhood,
Yeah,
that
his
may have been
reaction
the
really
most
was like,
normal
"This
thing.
is a normal Tuesday night."
Yeah, I was
for me.
gonna say.
This
Yeah.
is
In that neighborhood,
This happens all the time.
Yeah. One more guy. At least he's got out of my house.
He then goes up to the roof.
Maybe that's why he's wearing a beret. He's got a machine gun under there in
what it
case it
is.
gets more serious.
I'm just waiting. He mannequined as soon as those guys came in. He just
yeah.
it's like their vision's based on movement.
They're T-Rex.
He gets up. Paul Kersey gets up to the roof. Cuban follows shortly after him, hiding behind like some shadows or whatever. Hits Cuban with the lead pipe and launches him off of this building.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeeted him
Onto
hard.
a taxi, I think, down
Yeah,
there.
it's a Monte Carlo.
Yeah. And the cops show up for that, but not till the next day.
They're like, oh, we need an ambulance here. Just
right. We need an ambulance. Well, we'll come tomorrow.
Yeah, seriously, it was the next day.
Is it a Jewish couple with a gun? No, we'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be
Okay.
there.
Otherwise, it would have came out immediately. But
Did you see the way that stunt dummy landed?
Yeah.
I mean, it face
was an
planted
obvious
on that car.
it folded the wrong way.
Full scorpion.
Did you recognize who plays the Cuban?
I do. I recognize him as someone I've seen. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he's going to be in Aliens coming up. He's Frost.
Oh,
in that
he's
movie.
he's
yeah.
one of the
Yeah,
Marines.
Yeah.
Rico Ross is his name, I think.
I saw Rico Ross on Michael Bean's podcast, so yeah, I know exactly who that is. That was him.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. With
I knew
the,
he looked familiar.
with the does not equal sign on him, I
Yeah.
didn't recognize him. So
It's kind of
yeah,
hides it.
he hides it pretty good. For recompense of this, Fraker ends up killing Mr. Emil's wife.
Yeah.
Okay. Like you slit a granny's throat. What kind of piece of
Yeah.
crap are you?
At least they
Qualities
didn't
at work.
show that happening. I mean, they did a quick cut to it, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, all right, we get it. The dude's a piece of shit. You really had to do that. You
know.
had to go that far.
he did say he was going to kill an old lady.
He goes back to Miss Davis's place. Paul Kersey goes back to her place just for her to say, I just wanted you to come over and tell you that I'm leaving. I'm leaving town. But not before we
Yeah.
get down to
You gotta
business.
get down.
So ooey.
It's only our second date.
creepy.
You just came to town 24
I don't
hours
like-
ago.
And you're leaving.
All I know about you is that you yelled at me at the police station and that you like chicken. But you know what? That's good enough for me.
Maybe
You don't
I
like
can
opera.
love
You said you
someone
like
again.
opera.
But you don't like opera. Here's another chicken.
You know what? I like sports too, but I play sports in the other room. I honestly wish, based on how hilarious the dialogue was from their first date,
Oh,
that they
yeah.
didn't just get straight to it and straight cut away to them in bed. Because I would have loved to have heard them write whatever their seductive dialogue would have been, right?
Do you like these sheets? I like them too.
Because you know damn well it would have been awful,
Oh, it's terrible.
Real bad.
real bad, and I'm so sad they didn't do
How
it.
does my lingerie feel? Is it silky?
It would have been far more interesting if he'd fallen in love with one of the old ladies in the building.
Right?
Right.
Way
Someone
better.
his own age.
Yeah.
Well,
gotta be
what's funny to
somebody
me
there.
is it like she's super into him,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
hardcore into him,
Right.
and
Yes.
he doesn't really seem to care.
No, he's just like,
he's just like, I'm here.
he's
okay,
like,
whatever.
it's been a minute. All right, sure, let's go.
He doesn't shed a tear when she blows up.
no.
It's like 32
She gets blown up, y'all.
He doesn't care.
he doesn't
32
care.
years difference is only 4 years away from potentially granddaughter,
Yeah.
right?
I'm
As
saying it's a
opposed
bigger.
to 20 to 10 extra years past what could be daughter.
Yeah.
Right.
Like legit.
I know. It's-
Yeah,
it's-
he's not into this. He's like,
Why
nope,
would
not
she
into
be interested
granddaughters.
in him at all?
It's a bigger gap than between me and my daughters by 10 years.
Yeah,
Well,
That's what
it's
I'm
not
saying.
as big of a gap between Bill Belichick and his girlfriend.
That's
though,
true.
so-
That's true.
Oh, gosh. But,
Yeah, no kidding.
all right, they go out for some late night Subway or whatever afterwards. They're like, I know a good restaurant. It's open late.
Yeah, it's
Again-
in this
Again,
neighborhood.
people are hanging out in this neighborhood.
at night.
No, he's getting his mail.
Let's go to
He
the,
leaves-
He had to stop to
let's
get his
go
mail.
to
Oh.
the 24-hour post office that is lit up like freaking Vegas,
And it's
dude.
not even a post office.
Isn't it? Didn't he get a P.O. box there? I
got
thought it
a
was.
Yeah,
But
it's
it's
like
not
a
actual
box, a
post
mailbox.
office.
But he gets
Right.
packages there.
Yeah,
No,
but it's
the
not an
UPS
actual.
store
It wasn't.
before the UPS
It
store.
wasn't the U.S. mail post office.
No, because they were in England.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm like, a late night post office.
Hey, you know,
Hang out
that.
here. I thought we were going to a
Leave-
restaurant.
Gotta get
car
that.
running.
You gotta, well, he
Right?
turned it off. He turned the car off. It wasn't running.
I didn't mean to laugh. I'm such a bad person. But he rocks her right in the face. Frager comes
Yeah, he
over
does.
and it just eats a shot, and it was so jarring to me that a laugh escaped. And
They threw it neutral and pushed it down the hill.
Yeah.
right.
They
And
turned
then
the key through to neutral. Yeah.
it crashed into another car that was
it-
full of nitroglycerin.
It
that car-
gravitied down
car
the hill at a
crumpled.
million.
It's like they disassembled the car it hit so that it would like completely destroy it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was weird.
Yes, the whole thing is weird.
Yes. And then
Massive
it
explosion.
blows up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I feel like those cars are going max 30 miles an hour when they're running into each other.
Yeah.
And they just explode.
And
Like,
there was a secondary explosion.
This
Yeah.
began a lot of explosions in this.
And they don't even
he was-
cut back, I think. Oh, go ahead.
It was his trunk full of freaking rounds that he had
That's what it was.
loaded.
Had it been.
That's what it was. They don't, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they even cut back to a reaction shot from Kersey. I think it just
No,
cuts to the next.
it's his back looking at the scene,
Yeah.
and yeah, you're right. Then
So-
it's
which means
off.
it's probably a stand-in, and he's not there.
Right.
He's like, I'm not shooting a reaction shot. He left. She blew up, and he walked home and got Subway and
Yeah.
left.
Still hungry.
He's like, well, I got nobody to share this foot long with now, so I'm gonna have to eat it all.
Crazy.
I mean, he like goes back to her apartment and then what's his name puts him in protective.
Yeah, that's right. The
Yeah,
cops.
the
Fraker.
cops put him in
This
protective
movie,
custody. Yep.
I was glad.
Striker.
I was just glad she didn't get raped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
for,
what
That's what I
they were
thought was
going.
gonna happen.
I thought that's what was going to happen. Too.
Yeah.
for being the romantic love interest in this movie, in the
Right.
Death Wish movie, I feel like she got off like pretty good.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Just getting exploded is way better than other things that have happened.
Bennett's shop gets destroyed,
My shot.
Yeah.
and so he
and they're
goes
holding
home.
him back. Like, why are you holding him back? Is he that big of a dumbass? He's gonna run in there at this point. This
taxi
thing's
and
at
clock
on
shop
fire.
is going off like it's full of freaking unexploded munitions from
Yeah.
the war. You
Right.
know?
You know, clock springs, they're wound up, man.
Well, maybe he did bring some landmines back from the war.
Well, he might have. His buddy did. They had some stuff they probably shouldn't have had.
It was like a Naked Gun when the truck crashed into the fireworks
right,
shop,
right.
Oh, man.
going crazy. Bennett goes and tries to use. He has this big Browning machine
Is this
gun.
before or after
Yeah.
Bennett has his great line where he says, "They broke my windows. That had happened in 20 years." That was after
Yeah.
the rape scene.
Yeah, that
He's
was
like,
earlier.
he's really upset about his windows getting broken.
Yeah.
Then
He
he
is.
goes off.
Because yeah, you're right. Because that's when he was showing
shows him the
Kersey
gun.
the machine guns.
And Kersey's like, "Don't use it." He put
Give me
it-
a day.
Now he
He
pulls
says,
it.
"Give me a day."
He pulls it out to use it this time, and it doesn't work. It's not working. Go kill him! And everybody runs up the freaking fire escape stairs to go murder him.
They body surf him down a few flights before they flip him over.
They body surf him down and then scoop slam him from the second floor,
Yeah.
and he lives.
He lives.
There's a scene
Yep.
before this that I have to talk about. When they take Kersey into protective custody, why are all the people on the street with the balloons?
Party.
They're
What's
partying.
going on?
They
Why is
killed,
this
uh,
happening?
Fifth anniversary of
What?
Fraker getting
don't-
his head straight.
Like, why is there just this weird? Why would you put that in the movie? I don't understand.
That
Like,
might have just
why-
been happening.
Doesn't make a whole lot
Maybe
of
it was
sense.
just
Could have been just happening. There's all
was
kinds
so
of stuff going on in London, man. They could have just been going to some party.
Yeah,
And they
And
caught
the
it in
reason
a shot.
the reason he says he has to put him into protective custody is people saw you eating the ice cream.
Right.
So they spotted him. And I'm going, all
bad
these
guys.
murders and violence and mayhem has been going on in way in front of everyone else. Why aren't the citizens going to the police and saying, oh, it was this guy with the rainbow thing and the chains up his butt that was robbing people?
Yeah.
Right, but here's the problem. The police only care about the intel coming in from the criminals. They don't listen to the
Yes. Right.
to the people who live in the neighborhood.
right. They let Paul out of jail to go see Bennett, who is alive.
And
And
Bennett said, I'm only talking to Paul.
that's right. And then he slips out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro gets all of his guns by mail because
Is that too?
He's got the mail order gun
Is that a
service.
thing?
Like,
Can I do that? Can I get a rocket launcher through the mail?
probably.
I would assume
Yeah,
this guy
I
could-
really want to know where he was ordering this stuff from, or if he just has a guy, like he just calls and he's like, "Hey, send me one of these."
Like the Sears catalog. He just had order from the Sears catalog.
It's a vigilante consortium.
Yeah, it probably is.
I've got to
80s
send
too.
it two separate packages because
Yeah.
otherwise it's suspicious.
Right. You gotta
Actually,
have
one
them
interesting anecdote from history is that during the Bosnian War, Bosnia, Herzegovina, all that stuff, people would go to gun sales in America who were supporters of the
Gun wanting people.
when Yugoslavia broke up and the Albanians and the Bosnians
yeah.
were going Serbs and Albanians
Serbs,
and all
yeah.
that. They would go to the sales, buy ammunition and big guns here, and then mail them over to Albania so they could fight and defend
That's
themselves
crazy.
from the Serbs and all that.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah.
He gets the packages, he opens them up, he's stuffing rockets into this rocket launcher.
Rodriguez comes in.
He's got a zip
Just got my little pea shooter. Like,
What was that thing? I never seen anything like that.
It's a piece of pipe with a shotgun shell into it, and then another piece of pipe that slips over it with a basically a makeshift hammer on it. So you, pink, fired.
I never have seen that in my life. I saw him
neither.
It works.
when I saw him rack this lead pipe, I was like, "What is happening here?"
Yeah.
I
then
thought he was going to give him a real gun. Instead, they go fight the vigilante. They go fight the bad guys.
I've got a lot of guns.
Yeah, but you can't have one.
I'm not giving you any.
I like that he walks out with a couple of shells. He uses it a few times. Like,
Yeah.
I'm out of shells.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
I'll be
And he goes home. Like, load your pockets.
The most
bud.
Well,
realistic part
Kersey does the same thing though. Like
Yeah.
he's like, "I'm out. I guess I got to go back to the apartment."
I wore my
Yeah,
pants
that's true.
without the pockets
gotta go
today,
back to
so I got to
swamp.
go back because I can only
Cargo
put two
shorts,
in here.
guys.
Yeah, maybe they didn't have them yet in the 80s.
Jeez. Meanwhile,
Skinny jeans back then.
meanwhile, Fraker calls 1-800 send a henchman.
Yeah.
It
We need
literally
more
does.
guys.
Hey, yeah, this is Fraker. I'm gonna need you to send me another 1,000 guys.
Who is he?
Overnight.com?
Who is he calling?
I don't know.
It's the sister company to the Barrel Ninja company. It's the Barrel Creek company.
Dial a biker?
Yeah.
Because there's like a whole 60
Yeah,
bikers. roll
everybody
in.
came on them bikes. Yeah,
Is it the radio girl from the Warriors?
That's
A great question because
That's a movie right there.
is there some kind of hierarchy? Is he just like an area manager? How did
you had to
be
call the
something.
district manager.
You had to
Hey,
call the
I need
district
more
manager.
people here.
Right.
'Cause
This
the way
guy's
he was-
coming in, killing all my guys,
Yeah, 'cause
killing all the named guys. I just got dumbasses with no names out here left.
Right.
They can't do nothing but cheer and wave plungers around.
Yeah.
And the way he talked, he did sound like a middle manager.
Yeah, he
Wasn't-
did.
He was like, can I get some more dudes? I kind of need some more. Is that going to be all right with corporate policy?
Well, I'll give them bonuses. There's $500 bonus for each one that shows up. It's fine. Just send them over.
Well, so then I don't want to gloss over this, but so up until this point in the movie, he's just gone by Fracker.
Yeah.
Fraker,
Yeah.
whatever his name is. And he says his full name here, which is Mandy Fraker.
Mandy?
Mandy is
Manny.
his first name. So if you're going to come up with a name for this guy,
Mandy.
I feel like they could have picked anything
Manny.
besides Mandy.
I thought for a little bit that his name was Cracker.
I saw this movie twice and I didn't clock that he was called Mandy.
Mandy.
His name is Mandy.
You watched this
Manny.
twice?
I did have to,
Manny.
yeah.
I feel bad for
Like Handy Manny.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when they got. Oh, I love that movie. Look, Mandy.
60 bikers show up. They start terrorizing people. Out comes the Browning machine gun, and he starts lighting up dudes
He sucks.
off the freaking stairwell.
Can you hold the barrel of that gun when you're shooting?
Yeah, it's can.
Yeah, it's got the wrap around it.
Okay.
It's gonna get hot, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He's the all the olds in the neighborhood start grabbing their own guns.
Brooms.
Rodriguez is standing with a cardboard box feeding ammo next to him. It's pretty freaking great. And they start firebombing buildings. Like the
Yeah.
bikers just start rolling with
Yeah.
with Molotov cocktails.
Oh, wouldn't it have been great to see one of them fall over and like take out like 5 of them? You know?
Yes. Drop one, it explodes.
There's a lot
Right.
of explosions in this movie.
There's tons of
It goes
explosions.
from 0 to
Seriously.
100.
Yeah.
And they said it was like 20 blocks.
I don't know. It started at 5. It goes
multiple-
from 5
Yes.
to 100.
Yeah, sure.
No, it
secondary
started
and
at 50.
tertiary explosions
Yeah.
at that. I mean,
This seems a lot like Vigilante Force in that it was all of a sudden just pandemonium
Yeah.
after, I mean,
But
there's
this,
some
this
action.
is Vigilante Force times about 1,000.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Just-
correct.
right.
Yes, far, far worse than that. They roast a whole car full of dudes, okay?
Yeah.
He just lights them up. It's-
Completely random, guys.
Yes, absolutely. Buildings are on fire. People are on fire. Gunfights in the alleys. He's
Cats
are
and
on
dogs.
fire.
living together. Flaming plungers flying. All he has to do, he doesn't even take cover sometimes. He just squats down and then the guys can't hit him.
Right.
And then he pops up and shots both of them.
Yeah.
No problem. They go flying.
The way they shoot some of these scenes too, like they show him behind cover of a building at the corner of a building, and he goes out and he's shooting this way, and then he hides back onto the building again, and the shots are coming in from this way.
Right.
Who are you
Right.
hiding from? They're right there. They're
Yes.
literally right in front
The
of you.
angles all over the over the shootout is crazy.
When all these dudes are popping up like the carnival game where you're shooting the guys and they just pop up, right? And they have the same freaking stance too. It's like these guys
Yeah.
never shot a gun before. Not even that. It's just the squat, like the like the old West guys that pop
There was
up
the
on
guy that was
carnival
missing
game.
his first 2 fingers, so he
Yeah.
was shooting with his ring
Yeah.
finger.
Yeah.
That threw me off.
Then the freaking police captain comes through to save him from the rogue
Yeah.
shot behind.
The cops
and it
finally
enters
show up.
into like that team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
freaking
That's a buddy cop
side-scroller.
movie.
Yeah, no, not a buddy cop movie.
Oh.
It turns into the video game where you're going through whacking zombies with your buddy, and you both
Oh,
got
yeah.
the guns that are chained to the machine.
Captain Fraker, Captain Schreiker and Paul, just two
Yeah.
buddies rolling
Yeah.
down the street, shooting
And he's a
bad
good
guys.
I'm
shot.
shooting and covering you, and you're covering me,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we're having a good time.
Yes.
are
We
so
should have did this to
compatible.
And it's
start with.
really a good thing that the bad guys don't shoot well because it took Bronson about 5 seconds every shot to get
Yeah.
off or more.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that squat.
Well,
Well,
you know, they
get it ready
showed-
and
He's such a crack shot. Oh
Yeah.
my God, he must have such a marksman. This dude, after they said he's such a prolific marksman and he hits his first 5 shots in a row, is I don't know. He ends up going like 1 for 5 for the rest of the movie.
Did you guys read about the stunt
he's
man?
old. Maybe he's getting
No.
tired.
The stunt man that gets hurt. Jack, you know about the stunt guy?
You were telling me about it.
Yeah. So there's a burning building that burns all the way down that they firebomb.
Yeah.
And this guy, his name was Rocky. He was a British guy. Broken pelvis, severe burns. They botched this whole stunt. And I don't remember if he sued or not. I'd have to go back and look. But if you see him, I don't remember him, dude, up on the roof of
Was that the
building.
dude that
Yeah,
fell off
fell
the
off.
roof?
And then he jumps and he kind of lands behind a car. And that was the building went up faster than it was supposed to.
Yeah.
He wasn't properly covered, burned himself, broke his pelvis when he hit the ground. Nasty, nasty stunt.
Yeah, I rewatched it this morning after you told me about that yesterday.
Yeah.
And yeah, he definitely is panicking on the roof
Yeah.
because like the flames just get out of control. And so he jumps legit through the fire to
Right.
get out. And I just don't think he got into whatever position he needed to get into to
No,
hit that.
he lands like straight up and down.
Yeah, because you can see the mat like pop up behind the car that he landed.
Yeah.
But I don't think he hit it right.
No, it was pretty gnarly. And hey, Canon Pictures, everybody,
Yeah,
this
right.
is what they do. Lots of stuntman stories whenever we cover a Canon movie. Paul saves another woman from getting molested.
Right.
They're dragging her and all this craziness. They still have time to try and
Now all of a
Do
sudden
that.
he's a marksman
think-
again because he's 2 blocks away and
Right.
he lays out 3 perfect
Is that
shots.
the African American lady?
Yeah.
I think that's the director's wife.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Jeez.
Which she said he
terrible.
was not good to her.
Fraker, middle Mohawk crack man, wastes a couple of cops, and these cops that are shooting back at him, they couldn't hit the sky with a rock if you chucked it into the air. Like they'd hit you be in a rowboat and they couldn't hit the water. Okay, this is how bad these guys are.
Yeah.
They can't hit anything. And townspeople line this chain up along the street because there's these bikers coming down. This part freaking cracked me up. They pull the chain to take out these bikers, and the guys all hiding in the doorway. There's like 9 guys crammed into one doorway, and they all shoot at the same time. And the one dude there with the gun is like he's like the mom that was like trying to play Mario and would like pull the controller.
Right.
He's like
Shooting
like
it.
this with
Yeah,
his
it
gun.
makes the bullets go faster.
You got to push the bullets forward.
let me get him
every time he
closer.
shoots. And they're all high-fiving each other in the streets. We just murdered people.
He's holding his finger stationary and pushing the gun forward with the palm of his hand.
Exactly.
Like that's how it works, right? You just shake the bullets out of here. And
Well, and we kind of skipped over it, but when this whole thing started, all of these people have guns. Like, there's a whole.
yeah.
They're showing everybody pulling the guns
they're
out
all
from the
loading
hiding
up. Yeah,
places.
they're all loading up.
So why? Yeah.
So, like, why have they not used them before now?
Because that's illegal.
Yeah.
because it's
They're
illegal.
going to get them confiscated the moment they take them out.
The one girl hits the guy with the double barrel as he's coming through his window. Right?
Yeah.
Another one uses a broom to push a guy out.
Yeah.
Like the townspeople are finally starting to fight back. Rodriguez is shooting his pipe. Okay. The one dude gets a knife board to the face.
That's
Yeah.
Perfect.
So I have a
cool.
question
Booby
about
traps
this.
is- Booby trap's the best part.
So, because I don't think that's something that Paul Kersey set up. Was he conducting a trap workshop in the neighborhood?
Yeah, it's like Three
like,
Amigos, you know?
here's
didn't
ways
see
you can
the-
defend yourself.
You didn't see the flyers
Instead of
pasted
the-
on the light poles
Yeah.
out there. Hey,
Instead of the concealed carry courses.
Yeah.
Little pull tabs with his phone number on it. Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
I think this is a scene where the old woman and man catch on fire and fall down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's flaming.
and
It's just
Fraker shoots him.
pandemonium.
Yeah, I mean, in my notes, I have old person set on fire, and then you scroll down and it goes 2 more old people set on fire.
Yeah, without and the way they did the flame retardant, it was like
Yeah.
usually they're more covered in clothing or whatever.
Right.
It was kind of crazy.
No, they just goop that stuff on that guy's head.
Yeah, it was all
Yeah.
in there. Bill S. Preston Esquire gets the drop on Paul Kersey, but this is when Captain Schreiker finally shows up and kills Bill.
Kill Bill?
Yeah, kills
Bill.
Bill. This is where they start the running down the street montage. They're kneeling and playing like we're hiding behind this mailbox, but he's halfway into the street and kneeling
Right.
down.
Yeah.
9 guys come around a corner. They get all 9 of them before
Of course.
anybody gets a shot off at them. They take out like 20 dudes. One dude's just up in a tree. That was my favorite dude.
Yeah.
All the way at the top of this tree.
He's been there the whole shoot.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, they haven't turned the camera to me once. He's up there every day hoping to get in the movie.
They put him up there at the beginning of filming and is waiting for his shot.
He was probably the
Finally,
tree
it's
ninja in
here.
Revenge of the Ninja.
That's exactly probably what
Yeah.
it was. I've never seen you. I understand you climb a tree to where the branches start to,
Yeah.
branch out
Yeah.
and you're in the middle part. But the dude went all the way to the top of the tippy top
Yeah.
branch. I expected the thing to go. Whoa,
It should have.
That's because he was the creep who checked the weather.
That's what
So he'd tell everybody else the moment it starts to rain.
He's checking wind
Because then they
direction.
got to change their paint to some waterproof paint or it'll mess up their tattoos.
This is when he says,
Put
"I
the
gotta go."
sealant on it.
I gotta go reload. Runs back to the house. Fraker sees him running back and tries to beat him into the house and goes through the bathroom door.
Right.
Now, meanwhile, Kersey is getting his shells and stuff and
How
his
did he not
bullets.
step on the bad floor mat coming in the window?
I think he must
That got taken away.
took it away.
Yeah.
Well, don't need this anymore. No one will ever try that again.
Yeah, right.
Oops.
Sucker.
As Fraker's coming through the hallway, the captain also comes in the front door and they kind of see each other and exchange shots,
Yeah.
which tips off Paul,
Yeah.
who then turns around and lights him up 6 times.
Right.
And you're like, oh, Fraker's dead.
Right.
Ish.
Awesome.
And the great movie trope.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Big time trope. Bulletproof vest, man.
Just like yours.
That's right.
I was
Yeah.
thinking, the trope I was thinking of, though, was you never actually check to make sure the guy's dead.
No, never.
Yeah,
well,
that
that's
too.
also a trope,
Yeah.
but the trope, it's nothing but tropes. Okay?
And aren't cops, I mean, they really are supposed to make sure people are dead or alive.
Chuck,
It's like their
these
job.
cops,
These were-
cops,
Okay, fair enough.
Not these,
these
cops.
cops
They don't really care about people's civil rights.
do anything.
Just a police captain. The others are like,
But Schreiker, he's the good guy.
Now, this is my favorite shot in the entire movie.
Yes, this is the best shot in the whole movie for sure.
Bulletproof vest, man. Cool. This is a really big bullet. And there's a rocket up his
Yeah.
butt. And just the entire front
blows
wall.
Yeah.
the wall of the building off.
It's that's awesome.
That
Yeah.
was the best.
The shot from outside where it comes
and then
out.
everybody gathers
yes.
around him as Fraker lands outside in this flaming pile of
For the damage it did to the building, there should be no human left.
Yeah, I thought that
And
too.
if you've ever played a video game and shot a rocket launcher at somebody across the room from you, you die too.
Yes.
All 3 of them should be dead.
Yes.
And probably whoever was in the apartment next to him.
And everybody on the
Red
street.
mist.
And the crap off's downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Come on, we'll watch it on TV, honey.
Yeah. I did like that couple. They were cute.
Man, I wish I had my gun. Those
Yeah.
stupid cops.
Yeah.
Apparently, everyone had a gun, and they were the only ones that got theirs confiscated.
And then they just quit, though. All the
Yeah.
baddies just quit.
That's
They
right
look
then
at him
and there.
like, yeah, we're done. We're out.
done.
Like, I'm calling my union steward.
yeah.
There's that shot of them like standing across from the regular people, and they hold
They
up
just-
and then they just leave.
They just go off to the, like, oh, we got to go talk to bad guy HR that Fraker called. We're going to put our resignation in. We're done
Like,
here.
this is not my division. I'm out of here.
I hear there's a town 15 miles away that doesn't have any guns. Let's just move there.
It's time for you to get out of here, Paul. Don't worry, I'll buy you a few minutes. Cut to him walking. He was already packed.
He's already packed. I don't think he ever
never
unpacked.
unpacked.
He never unpacked. Did he wear the same outfit the whole
Well, I
movie?
know.
I
He
didn't
had,
look.
different, he had a suit on when he went to see the lady.
Okay,
Well, maybe it was Charlie's suit, though.
who knows? He was taking care of Charlie's things while he was.
Yeah, it was.
And then he
I'm gonna
walks
show
down the
Charlie's
street
things a good
to
time.
the credits, and that's the end of this insane movie.
Best part.
Thanks so
Roll
much for
credits.
this, Jack.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jack.
Hey, I need to go check my car.
Thanks,
windows.
Jack. It wouldn't have sent me down the rabbit hole of Death Wish 2, and now I have to watch 4 and 5 tonight before they leave Tubi.
So I did a body count for this.
Oh.
And
I was going to say we should have done body count.
so the last part's hard, but leading up to the last 15 minutes, it's 12 people, good guys and bad guys.
That's low.
Going through the movie today, anytime somebody fell down or off of something, I just count them
Assumed
as
it's
dead.
dead.
I got to 62.
62. That's crazy.
The only movie I can think of that's crazier than that is when we watched Commando on the Discord. Aaron Nowak did a live body count at the end. It got to 84.
Wow. All right, now we're gonna have to do that when and if. I'm assuming at some point we'll do Commando.
Commando, we have to
But
fire up the counter for the bodies.
and almost all of those bodies in Commando are in the last 20 minutes.
Yes.
Also,
Yeah.
craziness. 62 people. The man is 64 years old.
He almost got one dead per age.
That
Yeah.
was crazy. Well, look,
Just
guys,
missed it.
I'm sure there's a way we could find to make this movie better.
We
We
just need to
probably can
replace him with some talent. Right?
1985.
find some talent.
There was a guy doing action movies in 1985.
Some
would've made
good
an
action
awesome
movies.
vigilante.
Yeah.
If Bronson really didn't want to do Death Wish 3, they could have got
Blockbuster
Arnold.
summer
Arnold
work here.
Schwarzenegger,
Oh
too.
yeah.
That's
fill in.
where I was going.
Yeah.
I was like, man, imagine Arnold firing that machine gun.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't buy Bronson holding that machine gun.
No,
He wouldn't have needed the machine gun. He would have just freaking had the belt run over his arm and just like
Bro,
shot him off.
He
Yeah.
rolls into town and they quit and leave.
Yeah.
Like it's too short of a movie.
Look at
No, it
you,
would've
you
been
puny,
perfect
all of you.
So if Arnold was Paul Kersey in this, what do you think he would have ordered in the mail?
Well, it would have been the quad launcher from Commando, right? The
Yeah.
4 rockets instead of the 1, right?
And free weights.
And free weights.
Yeah, free weights.
It just would have been free weights. Let's just do a clean and jerk, and then I'm going to kill
I'm
you.
surprised. I'm surprised my buddy here doesn't have any. He doesn't have any workout equipment.
That's
here
right.
as a partner.
We got people playing along as we always do, so let's see what they had to say
Yeah.
about Arnold here. Jace comes in
Jace.
and says, I feel like most are going to pick Bronson or Fraker, but I'd like to see Arnold as Bennett. He says Bennett in a movie, doesn't he? Let off
Yeah.
some steam. That's what
Yep.
it is.
Yeah.
Let off some steam, Bennett. Just to him go full total recall. You blew up my shop! Plus, he'd been able to one-hand that rifle using it like a club when it jams. Absolutely. That's a great one, man. We got Peter Wood playing along. Greetings from Fresno, California. Cast him as Front Butt Fraker versus the Terminator would have made, oh my gosh, for a legendary mashup. He could have reused his famous Predator line when he returns to the gang and stabs the guy. Stick around. Michael Tharp playing along says, absolutely, Arnold must be cast as Paul Kersey. Trying to watch 64-year-old Bronson run around as the vigilante was like if he was the CGI Robert De Niro grocery store stomp scene in The Irishman. Was an hour and a half long movie. Oh, if that was an hour and a half long movie. I butchered that one. Sorry, Mike. I couldn't tell if he would get shot or have a heart attack.
It was pretty rough watching Bronson run around.
Oh my gosh. If Arnold was Kersey, he catches the giggler by when the giggler runs up to grab the camera case, his feet go up in the air.
Yeah.
It doesn't get
Well,
yanked
you know
out.
what happens is he gets choked by the camera case trying to wrestle from Arnold.
That's right.
Puny man.
When did you take a picture? It'll last longer.
I'm just holding this with my peck.
That's right. Pat McCaffrey playing along, man. I enjoyed Bronson, but I think I would enjoy Kersey being played by Arnold even better. Just think of all the one-liners he would have added to carrying around a freaking machine gun. Yeah, was there any one-liners that he even had in this movie?
If they did, they didn't hit because Bronson was flat as a board in this movie.
There was one moment they shot it like it was supposed to be a big moment when he leaves Bennett's apartment. He says, "Hey, relax. It's not your problem," or something like that, right? Where it looked like, oh, that was supposed to be some kind of like aura moment for him, but
yeah, you could have easily loaded that character up with solid one-liners.
For sure.
all kinds of
Because he doesn't talk a whole lot. So if it's just most of his line delivery is one-liners, then
one-liners, awesome stuff like "I like chicken."
Yeah, that was about the extent of it.
I like chicken.
And
Do
the
you
opera.
What do you like? Do you like your sister? No. I like sports. It's like so stupid.
Like lifting weights.
That's what and then we've got Esteban Alonso playing along. Says the only way Arnold could make this movie better would be to replace Ed Lauder as Richard Schreiker. Well, this is my jail, Kersey, and I'm the law. Imagine the end action sequence. What?
The end action sequence, sure, but there is no way in hell that the governor's town looks like this.
Yeah. Right.
Dude, if he was Kersey, imagine like all those cops trying to beat up Arnold in the precinct at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Stop it, that tickles.
Yeah.
I get to violate your civil rights and goes in to punch him and he just catches his fit.
Yeah.
Or
Arm breaks. Yeah.
Be awesome. He says, imagine the end action sequence with Bronson and Arnie strolling down the streets of London, made to look like Brooklyn, with Arnie snapping his wrist and sniping creeps off roofs at 100 yards with his snub-nosed revolver. I owed you that one, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be freaking awesome, man. This is a prime 80s Arnold action movie.
For sure.
Yeah.
He didn't do a lot of these kind of low-budget action flicks. Like I'm thinking like Raw Deal's probably the closest thing that came to like a Death
I just watched that one, actually.
He would have been a solid, 32, 3 years old right here.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So the age on the
Probably
the
wouldn't
love
work.
interest wouldn't have hurt so bad either.
Right.
Work.
I mean, this came out a month after Commando did, I think. So
Okay.
it would have been that era of Arnold.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's obviously we've at least proved the hypothesis yet again that this would clearly have been a better movie
Absolutely.
if Arnold Schwarzenegger had been in it. So we can move on to some actual awards, and we'll do that by starting with the Will Patton Award for Intensity for the actor that, even though they were in Death Wish 3, they brought it like it was the most important acting job they ever had. Let's get it.
You want a war? I'll give you a war!
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night! And if they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm gonna take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Yeah, all right. So I'm excited to get to this one. We've got a lot of awards because we got a lot of people in the house, so these should get interesting real quick. Jace comes in and says Gavin O'Harley is as Manny Fraker is quiet intensity, but from his introduction in the cell to the end, guy went hard. All right, Clint.
I'm going to go different than that. That's not bad. And I think it'll probably be popular. I'm going to go with the young husband, Rodriguez. And this is more of in contrast to the parts he plays opposite Bronson. Oh, she's just got a broken arm. He is crying, dying, bawling his brains out because they did this to his wife, and everything. Just a lot more, probably the only actor who acts in the whole movie.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a solid pick. Yeah, he goes 100% on most of what he's doing in the movie.
100%.
Yeah.
Peter Wood says Zip Gun Rodriguez all the way. He's the only one who seemed to give a crap about anything that was happening. His devastation at the loss of his wife, Counselor Troy, and his willingness to face the peril with nothing but a zip gun had me rooting for him till the end. That's 2-1 right now for Joseph Gonzalez as we head over to Mueller.
I like that pick. I like Rodriguez, but I'm going with Fraker, with O'Hurley. I mean, he was unhinged. He was intense. I think of the scene in particular where he's, this is a sticker, you're the sticky, and some of the other times he's like chasing Bronson down or whatever. So
no, it's good.
Going with him.
2-2 tie. And we got Michael Tharp checking in. Intensity is a strong word, but I would have to say that the best and most intense performance had to come from Gavin O'Harely as Manny Fraker. He seems to have decent control of his gang of creeps. Weird to me that the creeps were so cool with following Hector. I genuinely believe that this is where Chuck Cunningham run off to. He decided that he was leaving Milwaukee behind and made his own crew, the Fonz be damned. And so he pulls ahead here 3-2 as we head over there to Jack Dean. Who's your Will Patton?
I'm gonna go with Ed Lautner.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's probably my favorite character in this movie. He's not in a ton of it, but and he doesn't really scream a whole lot, but his line delivery to me is really funny.
He's
For
on my
sure.
short list.
And screaming doesn't necessarily mean intensity. We know that.
Like he's got a look on his face most of this, especially like in the police station, and then the whole ending part there where he's running down the street, just
yeah.
great.
It's good stuff. Mel, who do you have as your Will Patton?
So I went with the Cuban, just based on the amount of cocaine.
I thought you meant the sandwich.
No, so Rico,
Mustard,
Nice
ham.
solid bread,
now you got me hungry.
pickle, mustard.
Rico
Let's go.
Ross. I mean, he was sniffing lines left and right. He's jumping over, acting like Lawrence Taylor, and it's just all good.
All right. I don't think that's a bad pick. Pat McCaffrey comes in and says Gavin O'Harely as Fraker, absolute creep and completely insane. And every time he's on screen, he's a menace. And I completely believed him. And his 1-800 dial a creep could have been cringe, but somehow wasn't. He's pulling away with it here with 4 votes. Chuck, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going with him too. I like
Fraker.
this. He was intense. He was good.
The stare down across the jail, I think,
Yeah.
was probably the most intense thing that happened in the
He
movie.
seemed like he was going all in on it.
Yeah. Estevan Alonso says, this goes to that by hawk wearing, no idea his motivation, smoldering heap of creep soot by the end. Creep soot by the end. Gavin O'Harely as Manny Fraker. No one knows why he decided to go reverse mohawk or what the hell the symbols on his forehead meant or how he developed a war treaty with the biker punks. But damn it, that man wanted the town to burn and he died doing what he loved. Wow. All right. Well, it won't matter what my vote is, but I'm also going Ed Lauder as the police chief. I think that guy was probably doing the only acting in the movie. Fraker could stare intensely, but that guy actually gave, I think, a legit performance. But it doesn't matter because Gavin O'Harely is going to win the Will Patton Award for intensity. So congratulations are in order. Nice job.
I lose these all the time.
That's all right.
I'm never on the winning.
It's not a contest.
Oh, it is. And I'm losing.
You still have the Fraggle Rock joke.
That's
That's
true.
right.
Yeah.
You still came up with that. Don't forget. Next award we give out is to the worst actor in a movie. The one that had the acting range of a trash can full of dirt, a la Mr. Steven Seagal. Let's get it.
Trash can, oh trash can, it's a trash can full of dirt, yeah.
Love never dies, and neither do they. Love is eternal. And it's a long time.
How bad is the writing when
sounds great.
Seagal's romantic line about
This is
eternity
better than
sounds
the whole
better
movie.
than Death Wish 3? Okay? That's crazy.
Do you like chicken? I like chicken. It took an eternity
Let me show you
to
how he
cook
gets
it.
chicken.
I was the first one that cooked a chicken and
Chicken, I was the egg.
Jace comes in and says, giving it to Patrolman Renzel. I can't find an actor name, sorry. The cop that tells the chief, better, I feel more relaxed, and he was a good shot. Gave off hello, fellow teenager vibes. Besides being as wooden as The Trap, Bronson's setup at the window was way more peppy than anyone standing over a corpse probably should be. Patrolman Renzel, did you guys recognize him from any other movies? He only had that one kind of dialogue.
No.
That's the same cop in Ghostbusters that comes downstairs to shut the power grid off.
Oh, is it?
Don't tell me how to do my job, Pencil Neck. That's the same guy in this movie.
All right.
Clint,
Okay.
trash can me.
I so want to give this to the public defender because she was terrible. But Charles Bronson sucked so hard for so long in this movie that he has to be the Steven Seagal trash can full of dirt. Has to be. He sucked.
I love it. Way to plant your flag, man. Peter Wood comes in and says, Fanny Head Fraker. I hope this jackass finds himself in a crow's cage. O'Harely, who gives a crap, whatever your name is. The dude did nothing. He was boring. His best acting was done in a flaming pile of putrescence on the street. Putrescence. Wow. Strong words.
Strong words.
Strong
one's-
take.
No
Strong
one's got
take.
2 votes yet. So over to Mueller.
Yeah. So, not spoiled for choices in this movie. Miss Davis was on the list. First viewing, it was The Doctor. She's expired.
Oh, yeah.
But second viewing, I am like, man, I've had to watch this person throughout this whole film be flat as a frickin' board. Charles Bronson.
Wow.
Awful. Just awful. Wasn't interested in this at all.
It's only because he's not alive anymore that you two are brave enough to say that Charles Bronson would do that. That's
What's he
what
going
I'm
to do? Come at us with a gun? And
If he was still
out of
around.
breathedness?
I don't run them.
I'd outwalk him.
Mike Tharp says, you couldn't swing a trash can and not hit someone worthy of this award. My vote must go to Deborah Ruffin as public defender, Catherine Davis. There's her first vote. I'm completely convinced that she would reach each line with no memory of the line before. Put a trash can in a blonde wig, give it daddy issues, and push it down a hill in a gassed-up Pinto. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Jack, who you got for me?
Yeah, I'm going with Miss Davis too.
Ooh.
Pulling out.
2 votes for Miss Davis.
Well, Ned.
Yeah,
Tied.
she's just not good in this. And the when she's trying to show a lot of emotion about people have to fight back, it's just
I laughed.
it falls so flat.
It does.
I'm kind of surprised Charles Bronson wasn't laughing, but I think he checked it out.
Vigilantes are necessary.
It's rough. Dude. It's 2-2 right now, Bronson and Miss Davis, as we head over here to Pat McCaffrey, and he says Deborah Raven as Catherine Davis. The dinner scene with Kersey was terrible. She had terrible chemistry with Bronson, and they had to do a close-up on every kiss just to highlight it. Yeah, the dinner scene was terrible, but I don't know any actress on the planet that could have done anything with that dialogue.
No.
Okay?
No. That was
know.
just terribly written.
Natalie Portman would have sucked in that scene. Mel.
Charles Bronson as Kersey. I mean,
Yeah.
just garbage.
Tying it back up.
3-3.
Tying it back up.
Wow. All right. Esteban Alonso, Charles Bronson was
Yeah.
doing his best Steven Seagal imitation before Steven was Steven Seagal. I do not need to read any trivia to know that Chuck B was here for a paycheck, $1.5 million, and was checked out before filming even started. God, do we even want to discuss the weird close-up kissing scenes? It was like bad porn. Or so I've heard from Donnie Miles. All right, so at this point, it's 4-3. Bronson
right.
in the lead.
We're up.
2 votes to go. Chuck.
Yeah, it's Bronson.
Yeah.
Go.
I was watching this movie, and I don't understand this man. He's born in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
He has different accents in almost every read he does. How's that even possible? I literally thought Bronson was a
scene to
foreigner.
scene? You thought he was
I thought he was born in some other country. Now his parents were Lithuanian, so it's possible.
Okay.
But that's one thing. It's weird. I've always thought that's kind of weird about him.
Yeah.
Secondly, his only acting is squinting, looking down at a gun.
You just did it better than he did, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You were more believable.
Yeah.
You looked like you were going to hit your shot.
Yeah, it was just terrible. He was not good, and yeah, it was bad.
Well, look, you've rendered my vote moot, and that's okay. I was going to go with Miss Davis as my vote, but Bronson is of 100% deserving and will ultimately, I did not have this on my bingo card, winning the Trash Can Full of Dirt Award. Wow.
Now, I will say I have been watching a lot of Charles Bronson movies because he's got a massive filmography.
Yeah.
And he's been in a lot of really, really good movies.
Yeah.
And this is definitely probably one of the worst performances he's given.
Yeah. This
I mean, he's capable of actually having emotion and
Yeah.
Right.
oh, 100%.
and delivering good lines. Like he was almost supposed to be the Clint Eastwood's character in The Man with No Name.
Oh, jeez. I loved him in Once Upon a Time in the West. He was fantastic in that. In The Great Escape, I've seen him in some other stuff.
Yeah, he's in The Dirty Dozen. He's in
Yeah.
a ton of
Wild Bunch, too,
So Death Wish was kind of the series that got him to the U.S. side as
Yeah.
the leading man, but
Yeah.
he did a ton of stuff in the 80s and 70s.
He did a lot of British stuff, didn't he?
No, he's
But he's born in
really
Philadelphia.
good.
That's what I'm confused about.
Yeah, no, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. All right,
Confusing.
well, guys. Now it's time to give some love and praise to people that didn't really ever get it. The smaller actors and smaller parts. It's time for the Bixby Snyder One Scene Wonder Award.
Oh no! It's boiling acid! I'd buy that for $1.
There is some kind of bug that we haven't seen yet.
Okay, USA.
Paper! Oh, there's no seen paper!
Frankly, I find the idea of a butt that thinks offensive.
Prepare to die, Powers!
So he hid it. In one place he knew he could hide something, his ass.
All right. Let's see. We've got Jace coming in. I hope she counts as she had 2 scenes, but they were small and very close together. But I loved the lady who was so hyped the giggler was dead, yelling at the chief when he showed up the next morning. Yeah, she absolutely counts. If not, give it to the guy hanging and dry dumping the bars that Kersey is led into the holding cell. No, I always say 1, maybe 2 scenes. They're all right there.
See the old African American.
We didn't even get a chance to talk about her, but no, remember when the cops were rolling up to
He took my pocketbook yesterday.
yeah, and I'm glad he's dead, and that whole thing.
Yeah.
She was great. Good pick. Clint.
All right, we roll into the holding cell. Charles Bronson goes in. Dude's bent, hunched over, and goes to punch him and misses. Hits the other dude. Comes back at him, gets his ass beat, and calls Chuck a jerk. That guy. 100% that guy.
Uncredited even.
Uncredited crackhead number 3.
I'm crediting crackhead number 3.
I love it, man. That's a great pick. That's the spirit of the award. I love it. Peter Wood comes in and says, the old lady who celebrates the death of the giggler. He stole my pocketbook. Then starts a right-on chant in the neighborhood. She's warmed my heart, reminded me of my grandma, who wholeheartedly would have agreed with capital punishment for theft of a pocketbook.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Mueller.
I'm going to tie this thing up because I'm going with the crackhead in the jail. Cross-eyed crackhead in the jail cell, man. That dude had me rolling. Bronson walks by and he punches the other dude in the nuts and starts a fight.
Oh, good. So stupid. Michael Tharp comes in and says, I was an alternate for Beverly Hills Cop 2, so this is my first time picking a one-scene wonder. Runner-up for sure is Screaming Lady with a shotgun, but my pick is the lady then in the pink robe yelling at the cops after Bronson shoots the giggler.
Yeah.
That's right. Something about he stole my purse. I'm glad he's dead. It's so funny. That's 3-2. I can't believe how much play Pocketbook Lady
She was
is
on my list, too. It was between her and the
I didn't
crackhead.
even think about it. There's so many people just in that jail to pick from. Jack.
Same lady. She's great. She goes full send on that line when she's like yelling at Ed Lauder's character.
Hold me back. Hold me back. That's
so it's great. Like she stands out to me every single time I watch this.
Oh my gosh! All right, 4 votes for her.
Yeah,
that's all right. Wait, we're doing it. Let's see what happens. Patrick McCaffrey comes in and says Patrolman Renzel, who felt more at ease and is so happy that complaints are down after the giggler got shot. I can't tell if he's sarcastic, but it doesn't matter. Either interpretation was perfect for that scene. All right, Mel.
So I was going to go with Frank Jackman, who was playing prison rapist number 1, the guy who destroyed the toilet.
Yeah. Right.
But I had to go with, I have to agree with Clint, the guy who's like, yo, man.
All right, that's 3.
Yeah.
That's
3 for
uncredited.
4-3.
4-3.
Crackhead number 3.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, 4-3 then. Man, oh man.
Getting tight.
We're getting there. And then Esteban Alonso comes in and says, on one hand, we had the punk on the bike who was using a grenade as a toothpick. I forgot about that guy.
I forgot about him, yeah.
That punk is screaming to win this award, but alas, we have to give it to the unnamed fat skinhead whose head gets sent by Chuck through the jail cell door. Not only does homie sell that crap, sells it good enough, but it was shocking enough to make us laugh out loud and wonder how he still had ears.
Right.
Yeah. See, he'd have 2 votes now. Gone away. But 4-3, right? Still in the clubhouse. Chuck?
All right. I don't think it's the same lady, but there's a scene where I think maybe it's the giggle who's going to steal her purse. She's an older lady.
Yes.
She's got a tan jacket on.
I know exactly what you're talking
He comes up to grab it, and she's like, no, it's
She starts
mine.
beating him with it. Yeah.
She's like,
That's the lady who brandished the gun, and that was the wife who got the gun taken away.
Doesn't she smack him
she
in the face?
smacks him, and it's like the only scene where that's really how
They're starting to
a
stand
elderly mom in that community would act, and absolutely a boy would back off from that.
Yes, he did.
There's no way in the world that they were acting the way they were. It was like the only real scene in the whole movie.
That's awesome.
And they were starting to stand up, which I liked.
I'm going with Hugh Jackman's long-lost brother, Frank Jackman, also as Jack Sparrow, a.k.a. double axe handle, fat toilet guy. But he only gets 2 votes, and that means that Pocketbook Lady is going to win. Nice job.
Deserved.
I'm glad he's dead.
I'm glad I won this award. I love it, man. Well, guys, the time has come. We have finally reached the finish line, and we have to unburden our hearts and souls with just purge it all out. Okay, get it out there so you don't swallow it in. It'll be bad for your mental health. We'll have everybody get a chance to have the floor for their final rating, but we are going to start here with the patrons as we have been doing. Jace comes in first with his final ratings and says, first, letting you know this was my first time ever seeing a Death Wish movie other than the Bruce Willis remake. Gotta love 80s action movies when you can mail away for a giant handgun. And what I feel like is a common BMR occurrence, 1-800-DIAL-LAGOON. It is. I'll be honest, up until Miss Davis, who I don't think had a fat ass, was killed. What's that reference? Why am I missing that reference?
Varsity Blues.
Oh,
a 10.
A 10.
Give it a 10.
Miss
Give it a
Davis.
10.
Miss Davis. Okay.
Yeah.
Up until Miss Davis was killed, I was going to go bad movie straight up. It was kind of boring except for an action scene here and there. But then when Miss Davis hit her nitroglycerin-filled car, goes up, this movie goes full bat, you know what, and becomes a bad movie that rules. Thanks for letting me take part in this. Found you guys on Facebook, and you make my days throwing boxes out of truck all day go much faster. Keep chucking those boxes, Jace. We appreciate you, man. All right, Clint.
I have watched Death Wish. It's a good movie. I don't enjoy it as much as this one. There is zero chance of me making a case for this being a good movie, however. This is 100% the definition of bad movie-wise. And it rules. I love it. I enjoy it every time. I watched this one so many times when I was a kid. This is Death Wish to me. It had the video game that I got from Kyle. This was, like legit.
This had its own video game?
Dude, there was like old Commodore era age, like when they had the BBS and stuff like that. There was a video game for this.
That's incredible.
No, dude, this is Death Wish to me. The height of the insanity. I love it. This is bad movie. It rules. Awesome, let's go.
Very cool. All right, let's see what Peter Wood had to say. Really wanted to give this a BMR rating, and that's what I'm going to do. Despite the main villain, Asshat McGee, sucking the sweat off a dead dog's nose, I enjoyed it. As bad movies go, it had plenty of quirks and WTF moments to give me a chuckle or a hell yes. Let's another bad movie that rules rating. Mueller.
Yeah, this thing was insane. I was watching the bus, the opening bus scene. I'm like, where's this going? Why am I watching this bus for like 10 minutes?
Nowhere.
That bus was going nowhere. So it's going to this ghetto run by dudes with does not equal signs on their foreheads. I had no idea what the hell is going on. And I get to the point. I get the point that was made, with the last Patreon was a little boring, or maybe it was 2 ago, whatever. It was a little boring up until, we got the car explosion, and then everything was blown up. Bad movie that rules, man. Even with Bronson being flat as a board, Miss Davis was awful. There was enough, I think, with Lautner and with Fraker to kind of save it there from kind of the standpoint of keeping some interest in the movie, and then just the insane. We're going to have like a carnival-like shootout with just bad guys popping up and then shoot them down at the end. Just insane. Had a lot of fun with it. Bad movie that rules.
As much as you say the beginning is boring, though, the little drop-ins with the floor mat full of nails and the friggin'
I love that stuff. Yeah, it was a little bit.
Sure.
I mean, it's a little slow getting there,
Right.
but yeah.
I got you. Michael Tharp says, this is my first time getting picked for awards, so I want to do my best. My wife and I watched Death Wish 1 and 2 just to make sure we had enough background information for this movie.
He went to the lore.
Not required.
What a waste of time. This movie has nothing to do with either of the first two. I have so many questions and issues with this movie. When did Paul become MacGyver? Why does Diego let his wife shop at night? Zip guns shoot 50 feet.
Valid.
Molotov cocktails explode buildings, but full motors just blow out a wall and throw soot around the room. Final, I'm going to punch the score composer in the nuts. It is so confusing and offbeat. So this is a straight up bad movie.
Michael.
Thanks so much for including me. God bless. Michael.
How many canon movies have you watched, Michael?
Sounds bad enough to rule.
It does.
That's the description. But yeah, zip guns at 50 feet. I'm not going to stand 50 feet away from you and let you shoot it at me.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
All right, Jack, this is your fault. So go. Do you want to wait for the end or do you want to go now?
Yeah, let me go to the end.
We only
Wait for the
need-
end?
We only need
Yeah,
one
same for the
more.
end.
We'll save you for the end, Jack.
We only need one more to hit that average for the room.
We do.
You're right. That's true. Mel.
We front loaded it.
All right. So, straight up, there's a reason this show has this name. This is a bad movie that rules.
Yes.
It is so much fun to watch, but just because it has canon attached to it, it's a piece of garbage.
Right.
But it's cinematic genius in garbage. It's like you're that guy looking for that hard drive full of the Bitcoin in the garbage dump.
Yeah.
It's
We hit the average. We hit the
straight
room
up
average.
bad movie that rules.
Wow. Okie dokie. Pat McCaffrey. For trying to portray 80s New York, they vaguely got it, but the specifics were lacking. How close to Port Authority are they? How long were they beating Charlie up? That's right. He got there. And yeah, okay. Bronson did his best, but a 64-year-old man beating up 20 or 30-somethings wasn't super convincing. I'm not going to say that the cunning of old men in a profession where most people die young isn't an equalizer, but besides the final scenes with a shootout against a Browning machine gun, which was awesome, it was hard to suspend disbelief and just enjoy the movie. I'm not going to watch this again. It's a bad movie straight up. I might watch the first movie, but I'm going to need a good recommendation. Keep up the good work. Would you guys give Patrick the recommendation to watch the first one?
That is a good movie, and I won't watch it again.
Okay. There you go. Well, there's your recommendation, Patrick. It was so long ago that I don't remember it well enough to give you a recommendation. Chuck, you have the floor, sir.
All right.
I can't wait.
There's the sigh.
Let's go, Chuck. You got a story to tell us about your life that relates to this directly?
No.
Damn it.
So, this is a.
He doesn't
He's
wanna-
speechless.
he
I'll just
doesn't
read
say
sort of what I
rules.
wrote. Over the top violence.
Yeah.
Like over the top, but not fun over the top. Like, oh, they killed an old lady by cutting her throat open and show it to me. There's women burning on staircases. Burning's a bad way to die, and they're old as well, which kind of sucks. There's women getting raped and maybe actually raped on film, if we're honest. One-dimensional and stupid characters. Weird pauses before scenes begin, so it feels strange. The relationship between the old man and the younger woman is just gross. For me, watching people get beat up, murdered, raped, blown up, robbed for the sake of vengeance is kind of an unpleasant experience. My take on this would be this is an NRA fever dream fueled by pre-workout and cocaine bears. This movie should have been called Wish for Death. This is a bad movie. I'll never watch this movie again. It's almost, I don't want to get too serious, but
Wish
it's
for
almost
Death.
borderline offensive to me.
Yeah. It's bad.
I can't handle what it is. Like, I watch a lot of stuff, but I couldn't do this one.
Wish for Death.
I was glad
Great.
this movie was over when it was over.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you, man.
Your review pretty much read the poster.
Yeah. I just don't need that kind of stuff, and
I
it's
hear
not
you.
enjoyable to
It
me.
made me feel like my life is going positive. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I don't have to deal with
That's honestly how I felt about Basket Case. Like I would never want to turn that on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
I don't
guy's
think
watched all three of them back here.
Yeah,
Didn't you?
Yeah, the third one is absolutely bonkers.
of the Basket Case movie.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
There's a whole full blown musical number. He meets another little
basket.
another little thing,
brotato.
and they have a bunch of kids. He gets a power loader at one point. It's nuts.
That's what, that was about borderline offensive for me when we watched that one. I was just like, oh gosh, terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I felt about
Estevan
space herpes.
Yeah.
Estevan Alonso. We, my movie group, did think it was a weird choice for a Batman movie to be so violent, but we rank this above Batman and Robin, but below Batman Forever. As we watched this, we could not find any redeeming quality. Just what the creep is anyone's motivation for creeping around anything in this creeping movie? Chuck B shouldn't creeping care because the cops sure is creep didn't. The main creep doesn't creeping tell us why the creeping hell. Then, just when we thought this movie couldn't possibly be any creeping dumber, it goes and hits us with the last 15 creeping minutes and totally creeping redeems itself.
There we
Bad movie that creeping ruled. I think Estevan wanted to make sure he censored after the last one that he sent in. Nah, like that. There we go. This is a bad movie. This is a real bad movie.
It is.
I
It
hate
is.
the director. I feel bad for the people that had to be in this movie. Like, legit feel bad for anyone that had to be in this film. Look, I like a good dumb action sequence as much as the next guy. So I enjoyed the last 15 minutes of the movie. Beyond that, I think it's a bad movie straight up. I will never watch this movie again. I'm willing to watch 4 and 5 to complete, to see, because does Michael Winter direct all of them?
No, I think he's out.
No, he's out after this one.
Yeah,
you can definitely tell in the next one
because I was. Oh,
so 4 is super over the top too. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the body count is probably similar to this one, but it doesn't have all the graphic sexual assault
So
stuff in it.
right. So my point in asking that was I'm happy to do 4 and 5, but I never want to watch another Michael Winter movie ever again. And so I was hoping that was the case, that he wasn't on the rest of them, because screw that guy. And I don't say that lightly. He seems like, I don't know, just not somebody I want to support or watch his junk ever again. Bad movie, straight up. 15 minutes of it are fun, but you can keep the rest. So sorry, Jack.
Oh no, that's fine. That's
Okay.
y'all's assessment is completely fair of this movie.
Yeah.
So
But you're up, buddy.
So I've had some pretty questionable good movie calls before on here, and I can't do that with
No.
It's definitely a bad movie. There's just a ton of things wrong with it. All the things y'all pointed out. The dialogue's terrible. The script is bad. The acting, for the most part, is just across the board atrocious.
Yeah.
But this was one of those movies that, being a 90s kid, was on cable all the time. And I watched, a ton of times. And then like in college, we had a whole bunch of stuff we'd recorded off of TV that just kind of lived on our DVR. And a bunch of them were canon movies. And so we had this, Bloodsport, Over the Top. These are just movies we watched on repeat.
Yes.
And I think this is probably the most canon movie that Canon made.
That says something.
Yeah.
So you're saying that they laundered the most drug money through this movie?
Yeah, the ending. There's just a lot of crazy things that happen in this movie, but the ending of it is just like, every time I watch it, I'm like, I'm kind of into it, and then the last 15 minutes kicks off, and I'm just like, holy crap, this is just ridiculous.
It's insane.
And I don't know, it's funny and entertaining to me. So I've seen this a ton of times. Pretty solid bad movie. The rules for me.
There we go. Look
We're
at that.
above the average.
Four,
the average.
4 went rules, 2 went straight up, and so that puts it over the 50-50 mark for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate you coming all the way up here to do your awards for this.
Yeah, this was a ton of fun.
Yeah, and just
Paper is cheaper though.
in a general way, I just want to say thank you for how much you've supported the show. You've been a huge part of the community. I think you got those watch parties kicked off. You've been Dudikoffing for a long time. Just want to say I really appreciate you, Jack, and I'm happy that we got a chance to get you up here in person to meet you, dude.
Yeah, can I plug the Discord real quick?
Please, go for it.
Okay, so if you're on the Patreon, you get access to all the great things that James has talked about, but one of the other things you get access to is the Discord. And if you're looking for a community to go talk about movies and hang out and watch movies together, we've built a really cool community on there. It's growing pretty fast. It's a pretty active server. We watch a ton of stuff. Like, I think Aaron said that we crossed over 200 movies the other day for this year.
Wow.
So, there's something going on there most nights. So if you've got a bad, crappy day and you just want to zone out and hang out with some cool people for a little bit, you can come hop on. If you don't want to talk, you can talk. If you don't want to talk, you can mute us. There's a deafen button that'll shut everybody up because some of us talk a lot.
Especially somebody during Flash Gordon. Yeah.
And so, the no politics thing from the show carries over to that. So if you're tired of politics creeping into every other thing in your life, we don't talk about it on there, and it's great. So
That's
it's a
awesome.
good escape from that.
I'm so glad you said that, man. Yeah, and if I know there's a lot of people out there that struggle for community, and this is a place you can find some. And so I'm happy with what's been built, and I'm excited to see how it's going to keep growing. We're getting new people in there all the time, and I just love it when people plug in and actually, go to the watch parties, hook in with the community and stuff. It's always great to see. And so, yeah, Patreon.com/badmoviesrule. I think at the $5 tier you get access to the Discord, and it's talk about getting your money's worth for $5.
Right.
I mean, every night, like you said, there's something going on. So cool. Thank you for coming all the way out here, man. And I'm excited for what your next movie is going to be, even though it's going to be a poll. We don't know. I think I know, but we'll leave that for the future.
Yeah, it could surprise me. I think I know. There's 2 I think it's going to come down to.
Nice.
And I don't know out of those 2 which one it's going to be.
One other thing I think I'll say is that there's a really good documentary on Canon Films.
Yes.
I can't remember what the name of it is, but if you like learning a little bit about movie business and how poorly they accomplished that, it's really quite well done. So I can't remember what the name of it is.
I think it's called I Think That Guy Died.
Is it that? It might
No,
be.
or is it? don't they use the break-in electric boogaloo as like Canon?
Yeah, I think
Canon electric boogaloo.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. You guys can probably find it pretty easily online.
There's some books out there too, the Canon film guides that are pretty fun to read.
Yes,
there you
Electric
go.
Boogaloo, the wild, untold story of Canon films.
Nice. There you go.
It's only 47 minutes. It's a good documentary.
Perfect. So we're going to move on to the next thing we've got coming up, which is just another, I feel like we've done a run of these lately, another comic book movie that won our latest BMR Summer Blockbuster poll, which means next week we are going to be covering Spawn from 1997.
I probably haven't seen it since then.
Yeah, dude, I haven't. We just did a John Leguizamo movie with Super Mario. Now we got another one coming up. I was shocked with some of the other ones that were on this poll that Spawn came up on top. But this is what the people have voted for.
They've
and
spoken.
That's what we're going to give them. And so we'll have Kurt and Joe back in here. And I remember who else is on Spawn, but I'm so bad at remembering that. Anyway, somebody will be in here. Come and check out Spawn with us. And if I remember it right, it's an absolutely bananas movie. And I can't wait. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, guys.
Yeah.
So thank you for being here. Clint, Ryan, Chuck, Mel, Jack. On behalf of all those guys, I'm your host, James Hauser, and we will catch you on the next one.
Jack's the man coming all the way up.
That's right.
Giggler, they killed Giggler, man.
I'm glad he's dead.
They had no business doing that. They had all the business doing that.
I'm gonna need some more creeps.
Dude, I like chicken. Do you
Stay
like
awake
chicken?
while we're killing this guy.
I like closing credit songs. Do you like
I
closing
like
credit songs?
closing credit songs.
Nice.
I don't
like
know much
sports.
about you.
I like sports.
So do I.
I like the opera.
Do you though?
No.
Oh. I'm sorry you had to do this, man. But hey, next month, it's going to be
Oh, it's
a
up.
really fun one.
It's good to learn things.
That's right.
About what you do and don't like in film.